Yo, what's going on at the fight? What is your boy Money back with another one, fam? And we need to know why Terence boy Crawford is so envious of Earl the Truth Spence Jr. and Bernie the Boxer is the biggest Fagonite that Terence boy Crawford has. This man just says anything, fam. This man switch up so much it don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. My brother Omega in the building. What's going down? Eric Bolton, Dwayne Styles. What's going down, bro? This is redundant. Pure redundant. You understand what I'm saying? Shell version, what's going down? Irvin Butler, what's going down? Back in the day when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. And I remember way back when, and everybody say, he know he duck like a duck, and the duck is a duck. He ain't giving up nut, so his let's go get plucked, cause he's a Bitch. Renee Box sunk up in his piece. He come from Mexico, right around them streets. Back Canelo and Julio Cesar Chavez and Juan Manuel Marquez and Renee know how to speak Spanish. What's going on, Renee? Right, Omega. Right, Omega. Caught him with his hand in the fucking cookie jar. They're trying to lie to with the hooky boy. We already know what you did, bud. You're a pussy. 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 You're a pussy. Brandon Lee, yeah, that's Keon, bro. Keon is my brother. I know every video that Keon put out, my brother. Leave me the oh. Yo, here until one like always watching your basketball. Either you what's going down the him and beatbox. I was just watching. Oh, that's a mod, bro. Back in the day, just type it in. Just type it in the mod, man. The mod. Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. Back in the days. Back in the days, back in the days, back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid. But back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid. Back in the days when I was young, back in the day when I was young, back in the day when I was young, back in the day when I was back in the day. Man, Omega, I slept through the whole game, bro. I was sleeping my ass out today, to be honest with you. Bust my face. You know, you get that hurt bump in your face, you gotta let it come to a head. That thing was bleeding like, you know what I'm saying? That thing was bleeding like a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Had a hot towel, you know, get that hot towel and hmm. Don't tell me though, Mega. Don't tell me because I'm gonna go back and watch it. Don't tell me. The 100. You are so corny. And you think you're being funny. But you just a sucker that don't nobody care about. You just a sucker that's running your mouth. You ain't important. We don't give a shit. If I tell Omega to hit you across your head, then you go get hit. You just running your mouth, just to be running your mouth. Dun 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 dun. Cleto, what's going down? Shouts out to Oxnard, California, bro. It's in a house, box of Ventura County. Shouts out to Oxnard, man. Robert Garcia trained out of Oxnard, right? Ain't the gym in Oxnard, or did he move? Or do he still got to Riverside? Oxnard. Yeah, man. Why is Terence Boyd Crawford so envious of Errol Spence? Why is he jealous of this man? Johnny, please stop asking all these silly ass questions before you get put in timeout. Y'all want to take my patience for granted. Now I gotta put you in timeout just to show you don't play. Progress versus Beta. It's a good fight. Damn good fight. Strong fight. Right, Eric Bowden. Right, Eric Bowden. Hey, when Omega, you know them type of movies. Once you turn them on, you can't even turn it off. As bad as you want to turn it off, you still find some type of joy in it, bro. You be like, why am I watching this shit? But end up watching the whole movie, bro. Once you get started, I do it all the time. I turn on the movie, bro. Movie be corny as hell, but just because I started it, I gotta finish it. The key to life, family. Don't start nothing that you ain't willing to finish. You feel me? In Riverside, okay, he was out. He did have a gym in Oxnard though at first, and I thought he had one in both. Like he was up in Oxnard and Riverside at one point in time. You know, I know a little bit, y'all. I might be know a little bit. I know a little bit. I say I know a little bit. I know a little bit. Yeah, I know a little bit. I think I know a little something about this game called boxing. Yeah. I think I said I know a little something about this game called boxing. You know what I'm saying? You know, a little less than some, a little more than others. You feel me? You feel me? A little less than some, a little more than others. How about that? 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 Catch me outside. Yeah. How about that? How about that? Catch me outside. Oh, Renee, I think around about 100. About 100. Yeah. I do mean 100. About 100 pay-per-views. Oh no, oh no. I didn't say 100,000. I would have told you 100,000. I told you about 100. 100. Renee, Renee, what does that, you know, that's seven, but what does that word mean? I know that word because I seen that word in a movie before, and I ain't trying to get set up. I'm not trying to get set up. I'm not stupid. I'm not dumb. Shit, I ain't put in no work today, but do I drop two videos of doing a live stream? What type of work is that? Huh? What type of work is that? Two videos in a live stream. That ain't no goddamn work. That's a lazy nigga. That's what you call a lazy nigga. Two videos in a live stream. Canelo should do whatever Canelo want to do, bro. Mark West, appreciate that $5 super chat, my brother. Much love, much appreciated. Darius, what's going down? Darius Gilliard. But yeah, man, we need to know why Terence Crawford is so envious of Errol Spence. Why, bro? Why? Like, why? Like, why do you act this way when it comes to Errol Spence, bro? You don't act this way when it comes to no other boxer, none whatsoever. None whatsoever, bro. None whatsoever. Your team don't act this way when it comes to any other boxer. None whatsoever, bro. None whatsoever. But when it comes to Errol Spence, I'm talking about Terence Boy Crawford team will cut your fucking head off. Will literally cut your head off. If you get that man any type of credibility, or any recognition that he deserves. You feel me? Me not rich. I know, bro. I was listening to him today. You know what I'm saying? The boy going so far to discredit Mikey Garcia. The boy Crawford said Mikey was put in position to make Errol Spence, you know, get some recognition, bro. So in one sense, Mikey ain't with Al Heyman, but in another sense, Al Heyman built Mikey up so Errol Spence can knock him down to get the recognition. When Mikey Garcia was with Bob Earn for the majority of his career. Are you serious? Are you serious? Are you serious, bro? Exactly, Renee. Not talking about Silver. What's going down? Worse and worse, bro. All right, Eric. Like it's looking worse and worse for this dude. Now he come out. He been talking with BLK Prime, but they made the fight happen in 48 hours though. He been talking to BLK Prime before June and July, but they made this fight happen in 48 hours. I tell you, boys, sheep will fall for anything. Sheep will fall for anything. You feel me? Anything. I'm really tired, to be honest with y'all, man. Mikey, a 4 division world champion. Listen though, y'all. Mikey is a 4 division world champion. Came up to the welterweight division. Terence Crawford is a 3 division world champion. Came up to the welterweight division. Right, Eric Bowden. Slick Skip, appreciate that love in the super chat, my brother. Coming with that 1999 money. The freaks come out at night. The freaks come out at night. Hey, hey, the freaks come out at night. The freaks come out at night. The freaks come out at night. The freaks come out. Slick Skip, I appreciate that love, my brother. Justin James, what's going down, my brother? Damn, Slick Skip, I ain't got that shit in my head, bro. I ain't got that shit stuck in my head, bro. Everybody, Errol chasing legacy, that bring the money. Bud chasing money, Deb the trap from nothing bunny. He's Uncle Donny. He's Uncle Donny. Old Bud is a little Tatiana. Terence Crawford is a little Tatiana. Hey, Terence Crawford is a little Tatiana. A little Tatiana. Mr. Sanchez was going down. ARN Mass, I appreciate that love. He said, hey, dude. Hey, dude. Hey. Hey, dude. Hey. Dude. Dude, hey. Hey, hey. Dude, dude. Dude, dude, hey. Hey, dude, dude. Hey, dude, dude. Dude, dude, hey. Dude, hey, dude. Dude, dude. Dude, dude. Hey. Hey, hey. Yeah, Slick, you got that shit stuck in my head, bro. Everybody. Mikey Garcia ain't complaining about losing to Errol Spence. That's a difference, bro. See, this is what I don't like about Terence Crawford, his team, and what they do. You got Bernice with the Birkin, right? Bernie, aka Bernice with the Birkin, looking ass over there. You trying to get a Birkin bag up out of Bud. We want the money. Come on, man. So he over there discredited Mikey Garcia. He's discrediting a 4 division world champion. He's discrediting a 4 division world champion. But he won't credit for Yurioka's Gamboa. Come on now. Come on now. He called Yurioka's a killer, a monster. And Yurioka is one of my favorite fighters. And he was a monster at that time. But if Mikey Garcia was undefeated when he fought Errol Spence, a 4 division world champion, put Lippernicks on his ass, beat him, took his title, beat Adrian Broner, beat Robert Eastern, put Robert on his ass. You know what I'm saying? And came up and tested his luck against that killer ESJ and got his ass beat. Come on, man. Come on, man. Mikey was on the pound for pound list. So don't come out here listen to no Bud talking about, oh, they build Mikey up to give him to Errol Spence. Negative, boy. How you know what they doing with Mikey Garcia when you over on the top ring side? Mikey Garcia was a free agent. Hold on, wait a minute. Mikey Garcia was his own boss, as you say you are, right? When you was over there and you weren't your own boss, Mikey Garcia was his own boss. You know what I'm saying? He was making his own moves. He was doing what he wanted to do. And when Mikey made that deal with Earl Spence, everybody, he wasn't with Al Heyman. He was with Richard Schaefer, right in the middle. Hey, hey, let me bust a bubble. Hey, hey, let me bust a bubble. Hey, he was with Richard. Hey, he was with Richard. He was with Richard. Hey, he was with Richard. Hey, he was with. Come on, man, quit playing with me, bro. I told these boys I do this shit. I know a little something about this boxing game, man. I know a little something about this boxing game, man. You feel me? I know a little something, something. Yeah, you know, less than some, more than others. You feel me? Do you feel me? So why do these boys want to try me, bro? Then you got that weak ass Akin Barack over there, afraid to ask Turnbull Crawford the real questions. Oh yeah, oh yeah, you know they buddies and shit. Oh, bud, you're gonna pay for lunch next time. You're gonna pay for your own meal next time. I'm not paying for your meal. No, you know, Andy paid for the meal. You know, but you're paying for the meal. Corny ass. Just thought what's going down. You feel me? But they want to discredit Mikey Garcia. Nah, we ain't doing that. Nah, we ain't doing that. Y'all ain't gonna get away with that one, buddy. Y'all ain't gonna get away with that one, buddy. You wanna know why? Y'all really wanna know why? Because Bud had an opportunity to fight Mikey Garcia. He had an opportunity, but he left 140 and went to 147. Cause Mikey was coming right up to 140, and Bud ain't wanna let it happen. You know, he ran when the real smoke came to the division. Yeah. Look at the decision. Come on, man. Quit playing, bro. Quit playing, bro. I wanted to see Mikey Garcia versus Turnbull Crawford. Yeah, that's how Money Brown know that. Yeah, that's how Money Brown know that. Yeah, that's how Money Brown know that. Yeah. Yeah. Facts. You know? Because Bud is my brother. And I want to see my brother prosper. Looking at his. Justin James, he stay on bullshit, bro. He stay on bullshit, bro. He stay on the bullshit. And it's pathetic because now, like, you know, Mikey Garcia is a big time win for Errol Spence, y'all. Mikey Garcia and Errol Spence, you know, they did good numbers in the Cowboy Stadium. Mikey Garcia is a 4 division world champion. Mikey Garcia is a future Hall of Famer. Oh, wait a minute. Did I just say that? Mikey Garcia is a 4 division world champion, and Mikey Garcia is a future Hall of Famer. Yeah. Facts. Yeah. Yeah. Straight like that. Straight like that. You know what I'm saying? But you got people like Bud try to discredit Mikey. Really? Really? When Mikey Garcia fan base is bigger than yours, oh, Mikey been on pay-per-view one time and he's still outbeating you in pay-per-view numbers. Oh, Mikey Garcia been on pay-per-view one time. Bud been on pay-per-view 3 times. And Mikey's still outdoing this boy in pay-per-view numbers. Oh, One of Mikey's equals 3 of yours. That ain't too good. Justo Chavez, I appreciate the $2 super sticker, my boy. $3 super sticker. So, Mikey Garcia did one pay-per-view, and it outsold all Bud pay-per-views put together. Yes, it did. Kings go Mikey Garcia for Agent Brown at 140. So you're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. Yep, wrong again. Rafiki of a Lion King. Rafiki of a Lion King. Yep, wrong again. Yeah. Facts. Yeah. Y'all better not try Monty Brown, cause Monty Brown will put you on the ground. You better not try Monty Brown, cause y'all know that it's going down. Niggas like the line, that's a shame. Instead of being true to the game. Lot of fakes, lot of hate, lot of pain. Cause the niggas don't know how to be man. I'm just here to tell the truth. I'm just here to tell the truth. Jay Gones, don't tell me what to talk about, bro. You feel me? You're not coming here telling me what to talk about. Bud in good shape. Go beat the shit out of this goddamn weakling that he's fit to fight. And then Bernie Boxer got the nerves to say that why Errol Spence didn't take Jerron Boots Ennis and why is he taking Keith Thurman? First of all, you don't know who the hell. You don't know who the hell. You don't know who the hell Errol Spence about to fight. First of all, you don't know who the hell Errol Spence about to fight, homie. So, whomever he about to fight is better than motherfucker David Albanesian. So while you over there trying to down Keith Thurman, talking about he's soft to the body and this, that, and the third, Keith Thurman to beat the fuck out of David Albanesian. So shut your fucking mouth. Shut your mouth. You know what I'm saying? Shut your mouth. You want to be so smart. You want to talk about the history of boxing, but you want to down the 4 division world champion and Mikey Garcia? What? Where they do that at, bro? Right, David ain't winning that fight. David about to get his ass whooped. Where's Brody? What's going down? Yeah, but it just sad how Bud team, bro. Like it's like they don't keep shit boxing. Bud team don't keep nothing boxing. Everything personal. Everything personal. And then when you clap back at them being personal, they want to cry and make it as if you picking on them. Ain't that some shit? Ain't that something, y'all? How somebody can get so personal, don't keep it boxing. Then when you clap back at their ass and prove them wrong for the bullshit, they want to accuse you. You know what I'm saying? As for picking on them. I mean, that's crazy to me, bro. That's crazy. King Scott, you can't tell Mikey he had no business fighting at no fucking 147. How come? So now Mikey can't go for greatness. Come on, man. We have to stop the shenanigans, bro. We have to stop the shenanigans, bro. The thing is, Mikey wanted to fight. He went for it. He made it happen. Period. Mikey wanted to fight. He went for it. He made it happen. Unlike somebody else. Unlike somebody else. Mikey wanted to fight. He went for it. Signed the contract. Voila. Magic. Turns Boy Crawford. I want to fight Errol Spence. Goes over to PBC. I don't understand this contract. I don't know how to read. You feel me? Come on, man. Oh, Buddy Crawford, eh? Devon Downs got it. What's going down? Exactly, Mark West. All right. Mikey do got more heart than Bud. And Mikey did get a win at 147. He beat Jesse Vargas. Jesse Vargas. Jesse Vargas. So it's like people just want to keep hating on Mikey Garcia and try to take that win away from Terence Boy Crawford, but that's sucker shit to me, bro. Sucker shit to me. Sucker shit to me. Hey, sucker to me. Sucker. The boxer scientist. Nah, only Terence Crawford looking bad, my boy. Ain't no Errol Spence and Bud. Nah. That motherfucker blame going to the right man, Terence Bud Crawford. The man that said he wanted to fight, the man that had the contract in his hand, the man that said he agreed to everything, the man that got what the fuck he asked for, but the man that never signed the contract. How the fuck can you blame Errol Spence? And his shit was done. Errol Spence was done. I repeat, Errol Spence was done. He accepted no guarantee, right? He got what he got, and he was ready to fight. You know, for the people. He was ready to fight for the people. For the people, by the people, we the people. You feel me? For the people, by the people, we the people, we gonna make it happen. You know who wasn't ready to fight? Correcto. Si. Correcto. Si. Correcto. Yeah, he wasn't ready to fight. Yeah, he was scared to fight. Yeah, he talked all that shit with all his might. And when he got the opportunity, what'd he do? Somebody tell me. When he got the opportunity, what did he do, family? What did Terence Bud Crawford do when he got the opportunity to fight Errol Spence, everybody? What did he do? What did he do? He do? What did he do? Not a motherfucking thing. What did he do? What did he do? Not a motherfucking thing. Ran like a bitch. Ran and he snitch. Ran like a bitch. Ran then he snitch. Errol Spence got a fired stick. And hold on, y'all. Hold on. I got some shit to go right there. Hold on. Oh shit, I'm a roast Terence Will Crawford ass, bro. Ran like a bitch, ran like a bitch. Then the nigga snitch, then the nigga snitch. Ran like a bitch, ran like a bitch. Then the nigga snitch, then the nigga snitch. Errol Spence got a fire stick. Al Heyman, mama sick. Hey, Errol Spence got a fire stick. Al Heyman, mama sick. I said, the nigga what? Ran like a bitch, ran like a bitch. Then the nigga snitch, then the nigga snitch. Ran like a bitch, ran like a bitch. Then the nigga snitch, then the nigga snitch. Errol Spence got a fire stick. Al Heyman, mama sick. Terence Crawford, he ain't shit. This shit's redundant, bro. It's redundant, bro. And people really capping for this dude, y'all. People really capping for this dude, bro. Hashtag ran like a bitch. RLB. Not MLB, but RLB, goddamn me. Yeah, not MLB. Yeah, RLB. Hashtag RLB, everybody. Hashtag it, motherfuckers. RLB. Hashtag it. About to get on my Frederick Hawthorne shit. Yeah, I'm about to be a new Frederick Hawthorne. About how he is with how Frederick Hawthorne is with Al Heyman. That's how I feel to be with Terence Boyd Crawford. I told you guys, I know these things, man. I know it. And you guys gonna come back here, and you guys gonna say, Monty Brown, you're a genius. You're a genius, Monty Brown. And not only is you a genius, but you've seen the future. Not only did you see the future, but you read the future. Not only did you read the future, but you understood the future in a part where nobody else understood the future. And when you broke it down, you told the future about the future while we in the future. Come on, man. You guys got to give me my credit, man. Come on, man. You guys are not ready, man. You guys are not ready. But all reality, though, y'all, like, I don't know why Terence Boyd Crawford team dislike Errol Spence so much. You know what I mean? Y'all was going to make a great bag with Errol Spence. Great bag. Great bag. You know what I mean? Skywalker, facts. That's you, Tim? Skywalker, that's you, Tim? Facts, though, bro. Al Heyman didn't say nothing about putting him in no damn great position to win and none of that shit. It's like things play out in Bud head to where he's a double-minded man. I'm telling y'all, bro. Okay, Skywalker, my bad, bro. I thought you was Tim. Listen, I'm telling y'all, bro. Terence Boyd Crawford is a double-minded man. He's not to be trusted. You can't trust him. You can't trust him for his word. He contradicts himself every time he open up his mouth. He contradicts himself every time he open up his mouth, bro. He dig his grave deeper and deeper and deeper. Terence Crawford said, people blame me for years for the fight not happening. Crickets, please. Who the fuck blamed you for years for the fight not happening when we knew Errol Spence was doing something different before he came to you? Y'all are the only ones that was screaming y'all want to fight. Tell me I'm lying. Y'all were the only ones saying somebody was ducking y'all from the fight not happening. Tell me I'm lying. Exactly, Dave. And then when you do blame Bud, you got to blame Bud and Errol. No, the fuck you don't. You put the blame on the right man. You feel me? if suspect B shot the victim, why the fuck are we going to say suspect A and suspect B shot the victim? Do y'all think suspect A want to be sitting in jail for some bullshit suspect B did to the victim? Hell no. I don't want to be sitting in jail for what another did to another. Good. You feel me? So no, we place the blame on who deserves the blame, bro. Period. When we look at Errol Spence, when we look at Terence Crawford, these guys were negotiating. Errol Spence wasn't going outside the negotiation trying to find other motherfucking entities to put up money for the fight or trying to bat a fight, because that's exactly what Terence Crawford did. He didn't go get an investor, everybody. Listen and listen well. He didn't go find an investor. He went and found a motherfucker that want to take the fight from Al Haymon and PBC and the A side. Wow. 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 I never seen nothing like that, y'all. I never seen a man went off and get somebody and say, you know what? I know you with PBC. I know you with Showtime. I know you with Fox. But hey, we're going to take the fight away from Fox, away from Showtime, away from Jerry Jones' world, even though what happened in Jerry Jones' world, away from all these people. And because you're doing business with me, and because I'm free for the first time in my entire career to sense a little freedom, we go take this fight and we go give it to some people that I'm not going to tell y'all who the people is until we sit down at the table. Yeah, I'm not going to tell y'all who the people is until we sit down at the table. And when we sit down at the table, then I will explain everything. Man, you got to be crazy, bro. Man, you got to be crazy, bro. The boxing scientist, pay attention to what he said, fam. And I'm going to play it. Right, Dave. Hey, Mike, he doing it to himself, Michael. Wait a second. He doing it to himself, bro. And he don't care. Like, he literally don't care, fam. Lying right in people's faces, and then Akin Barak just sitting up there. Oh, okay. But you got to pay. Man, smack the fuck out you, man. Listen to him, y'all. And the Super WBA Unified World Champion. Then we have Terence Crawford, the 3-division World Champion, the former Undisputed World Champion, the current WBO Welterweight World Champion. But Terence Crawford has came out and exposed his hand. He said that he's been talking to BLK Prime around June and July, but a little bit before that. Just shows you that he didn't want the Errol Spence fight because he was communicating with other fighters. Y'all listen to what Bud had to say, and I'll be back with the great assessment, family.
I've been talking to him probably around June, July. It was early, but it wasn't nothing like, well, really I met him before then. But
I met him before then. So he was talking to them before June or July. Yeah, man. Come on, bro. The truth shall set you free. And what's done in the dark will come to the light. And not only that, he was willing to have transparency for BLK Prime, but you didn't have no transparency with PBC to let them know that you had a deal with BLK Prime brewing. Now, what type of issue is that? Now, the Bud Fagonites, they will come out and say, Well, he shouldn't tell him his other deals. He don't have to tell him that he's doing business with other people. He don't have to tell him this, but he had the decency in him to tell BLK about PBC, right? Right, y'all? Now, Mega, you remember when I had that boy on her drilling his ass, Drico Bay, right? And I said, real man don't move like that. If you would stand up like a real man, you'll let these people know that you're doing another deal. You feel me? But he had that respect for BLK Prime, but he didn't have that type of respect for PBC. Y'all see what I mean? Which make it even more shystier, bro. Which make him even more of a scandalous ass Negro. Which make him even more of a scandalous ass Negro. Because he's willing to go tell somebody else about me and our business, but you don't want to tell me about you and their business. What? Okay. I gets it. Yeah. I gets it. Yeah. Shiesty ass Negro. SAN. You feel me? We got RLB, ran like a bitch, and we got SAN, shiesty ass Negro. Hashtag that. You feel me? Hashtag that. Straight up, bro. Big facts, Omega. Big facts, Michael Ray. Big facts. Big facts. The boy is envious of Errol Spence, PBC, to where he know EJ is the top dog over on PBC. He know EJ the top shot over there, man. He know that's EJ neck of the woods. You feel me? He know he's stepping into the big dog territory. He know what it is. And it's jealousy and envy. It's jealousy and envy. Because when he go talk to them and you see the way they talk to him about Earl the True Spence Jr., he want to be talked about like that. Yeah, he want his business ran like that. Yeah, he want to be the big dog like that. So guess what he got to do? He got to proclaim himself a boss. You know, if you're a boss, you don't got to tell nobody you're a boss, bro. You know what I mean? If you're a real boss like you're saying you are, you don't have to tell nobody you're a boss, bro. You feel me? Bosses don't move like that, bro. That ain't how bosses get down. That ain't how bosses get down. You understand what I'm saying? Bosses don't have to show they power because, you know what I mean, it stands out. The aura stands out. When you're around a boss, you know you're around a boss. You don't need nobody to tell you, hey, that's a boss, because you go feel his presence. You go feel a presence. Period. You know what I mean? You go feel the presence of a real boss. You know? If you're a big dog like that, if you know how to read the room, yeah. Bosses stay low key in the back. Mob Time Slam was going down. Bud knew what was going to get paid. Bud knew he was going to get paid big money. That's why his lawyers agreed. But Bud didn't want Earl to embarrass him in the ring. So he ran like a bitch. Then the nigga snitch, hey. Ran like a bitch, hey. Then the nigga snitch. Earl Spence got a fired stick, hey. Hold on. Earl Spence got a fired stick. Al Heyman, mama sick, hey. Earl Spence got a fired stick, hey. Al Heyman, mama sick. That's that nigga whole motto. Ran like a bitch, then nigga snitch. The way Bud been talking, it seems he's planning on doing more business with those BLK Prime guys. Next, he's going to try to insert them into the negotiations with EJ, making things more complicated, knowing that's a app compared to Showtime or Fox pay-per-view. Big facts, Skywalker. I agree 120 with you. What are Bud fans going to say if he escape out the door again? We ain't worrying about what no fucking Bud fans are going to say. But the thing is this, you know, when it come down to the situation, we see how Bernie the Boxer talking, and the way Bernie the Boxer talk, it make these other channels that's Errol fans haters talk the same way. So they go out there and now they go diss Mikey Garcia, right? They go diss Mikey Garcia, and they trying to make Mikey win look like it's nothing. So now they want to make it as if Errol Spence really didn't do nothing on his resume because Errol Spence did way more than Terence Bud Crawford at 147. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. At 147, it ain't no comparison. None whatsoever. None whatsoever. None whatsoever. None. You feel me? Johnny Allison, please don't ever in your life, ever again in your life say you kind of like me, Monty. Ever in your life. We're not the same. Not even close, my boy. Not even close. Not even a little bit. You feel me? Not even a little bit. Oh, Tyler, what's going down? Bud already a two-time duck. Don't forget he didn't sign a fight many. Big facts, Omega. Big facts. Two-time duck. He ain't just a two-time felon. He's a two-time duck. But when it comes to Errol Spence, though, man, you know, these boys want to try to discredit the best way they can. But let's look at Terence Boyd Crawford, who came up to the 147-pound division in Errol Spence territory, right? We seen everything he did. So now this is where we at. Where Errol Spence holding 3 scraps. Errol Spence been world champion since 2017. Yeah. Errol Spence went over to the UK, snatched his first title, came back over, been on pay-per-view 4 times in a row now. Yeah, 4 times in a row he's been on pay-per-view. And going on pay-per-view is 5th time. You feel me? Going on pay-per-view is 5th time in a row. And we sitting up here talking about what? But Bernie the Boxer sitting on this show trying to discredit a pay-per-view fight with Mikey Garcia. And that's Mikey Garcia only pay-per-view, if I'm not mistaken, right? So that one pay-per-view Mikey did outsold all Terence Bud Crawford pay-per-views. You feel me? Put Bud pay-per-views together, add that shit up, and put Mikey and Errol Spence pay-per-view on that shit. And Mikey outdid his ass. Mikey outdid his ass. My baby is in the building. What's going down, my love, my queen? I'm doing okay. I can't complain. Just was listening to Bernie, aka Bernice with the Birkin bag. Listen to his old little roundy mouth ass hating on Errol Spence as usual. Now he discrediting the Mikey Garcia win. And why didn't Errol Spence accept Boots? Why Errol Spence not fighting Boots? He said, oh well, he could have fought Jerron Boots Ennis. He's fighting Keith Thurman. We all know Keith Thurman, man. He's soft to the stomach. Keith Thurman this and Keith Thurman that. You worrying about who Errol Spence fighting, and your man fight a motherfucking C+ fighter. Your man is fighting a C+ fighter, and you trying to discredit Keith one-time Thurman for David who? David, who the fuck your name is? David, what the fuck have you done in the boxing game? David, I never fought for a world title in my life. Come on now, man. Come on now, man. Dennis had a nerve to say that people is ducking David Avanesian. Who the fuck ever ducked David Avanesian? Seriously. Who the fuck ever ducked a David Avanesian, bro? Come on, man. But this shit, they let slide. They let him say these things, they let it slide. And then Akin Barak was afraid to ask the real questions. Okay, can you just give us that? No. Okay, bud. You're gonna pay for your own meal next time, bud. Shut weak ass up out of here somewhere, man. That's not what I was saying, MB. I was making a joke, fam. I don't know what joke you was making. Why Beezy? What's going down, bro? Why Beezy? You back? You back? Or you still out there in a world where they say we don't belong. Bug got hurt by Gamboa. Mikey got punished by Errol. Do the math, bro. PJ Big Dog, what's going down? What my queen say, bro? Hold on. Let me pass up a lot of y'all real fast. No, he didn't. Man, he was over there tripping. That dude was over there saying a whole lot of things. Every time he speaks, we just want to see the fight. I mean, everybody always said he just want to see the fight, right? That's my thing with that, right? Because these Terence boy Crawford Fagonites, all they wanted was to fight. All we want is to fight. Stop talking about the business side. They let them do that behind closed doors. Whatever they get, they get. That ain't y'all business what they get. That ain't y'all business. You know what I'm saying? If he get 20%, you get 20%. You get all that shit, right? And as soon as it come out that he got what he got, all he had to do was sign the contract. Oh, why they doing Bud so bad on the money? Oh, if I was Bud, I won't sign it neither. Oh, they try to do him in. Oh, they try to do this to him. And now they try to do that to him. Like, oh man, y'all cats so wishy-washy and flippy-floppy, bro. So wishy-washy and so flippy-floppy, like it's crazy, man. It's crazy, bro. You let a person talk enough, they will reveal themselves. That's a fact, bro. That's a fact. That's a fact, bro. Yeah, like it just shows the hate, the jealousy, and the envy that come from these dudes. And y'all smash the like button. I hate the jealousy and the envy, bro. Damn, Robbie, where you fixing me your name? Yeah, he do. Fernando, what's going down? Right, the boss said, they know their names. They know who they are. They asked that boy, hey, who they say, who ducked Avenesian? Oh, I ain't gonna say no names, but they know who they are. They know who they are. What? What? People just be talking, man. People just be talking, bro. Facts, YB. And then listen, he said, "Yeah, I throw you a few bones here and there." When Earl and Mikey got made, yeah, when Earl and Mikey got made, Mikey was with Richard Schaefer, the great Richard Schaefer, man. That's who he was with. That's who he was with. Mikey went calling out Earl Spence. The man went calling out Earl Spence. And Earl Spence obliged his ass. You want to use my name? All right, let's see if you for real. Let's see if you for real. And remember, at that time, Earl Spence was trying to get his biggest name outside of Kell Brook. He was trying to get a Sean Porter, a Danny Garcia, a Keith Thurman. Remember, your Dennis Ugas was third. Your Dennis Ugas was third, but Ugas' name wasn't what it was when Earl fought him. Ugas was coming up. You feel me? And not only that, they tried to say that Earl ducked your Dennis Ugas at that time. Oh, he didn't want to fight Ugas. Why he ain't fight Ugas? You feel me? Yeah, I can't read all that shit right now, Michael. I have to read that later. But then, not only that, though, y'all, like I said, YB, I sent you that link if you want to jump on. John G, I sent you that link if you want to jump on. And if y'all don't jump on, y'all better not ever jump on again, bro. If y'all don't bring y'all ass up on my panel, next time I send y'all a link, y'all better not click that link, fam. I'm telling y'all right now, bro. Nah, fuck with y'all, bro. Fuck with y'all. Fuck with y'all. But YB, remember when I was talking to that boy, like I was telling Omega, when we was talking to Drico, and we told Drico the manly man thing to do, right, is to tell PBC that you got some business on the side, that you're thinking about moving on with BLK Prime. He had it in his heart to tell BLK Prime about PBC, but why you couldn't have it in your heart to tell PBC about BLK Prime? I mean, what is it you're hiding, my boy? I mean, what is it that you're hiding, my boy? Why can't you tell PBC about the BLK Prime shit that was going down? Can somebody make it make sense? Can somebody make it make sense? Like, how can you tell BLK Prime about our business, but you can't tell us about the BLK Prime business? Come on, y'all. Straight up, bro. Straight up, bro. I was about to say, young Billy, If you didn't bring your ass up on this panel,
Hey, what's up, Monty B, bro?
man, what's going down,
Salute,
champ? What's going
salute,
down,
man.
bro?
Hey, thank you, bro, for sending the link, bro. Hey, look, you got to fill me in a little bit. I was hearing some of that Akim Barak. I didn't get to hear everything,
Oh, I
but
got you.
but big bro, I did hear that that he was speaking to them since, was it June, something like that.
No, before June.
Woo! Hey,
Before June.
but I thought he was fully committed to the Spence fight. That just threw me for a loop. But like I
Yeah.
said, man, you let a mofo talk enough,
They
and
gonna name
and
themselves. But here you go, right here. Let's check them out, bro.
yeah, talk to me, big money.
June and July, but a little bit before that, just shows you that he didn't want the Errol Spence fight because he was communicating with other fighters. Y'all listen to what Bud had to say, and I'll be back with the great assessment, family.
I did talk to him. Probably, ooh, probably around June, July. It was early, but it wasn't nothing like. Well, really, I met him before then, but I didn't really have too many conversations with him because I had stated to him like, man, I got other things lined up, and that I'm moving forward with. I really didn't tell him about the Spence fight. Then once I did tell him, I just kept it real with him. Like, hey, listen, uh, I got this fight. Yeah, we never had it negotiations. We were just talking, getting to know one another. You know, uh, Once they really wanted to do something, let me know that they wanted to do something. I had stated like, listen, this is my first priority, my main priority, and this is where I'm headed because I didn't want to lead them in the dark and have them have their hopes up high, and then I turn around and the same way. So now as we see, he say he's been talking to Bill. So he's willing to go over there and say, "Oh, when they really want to do something with me, you know, like bro." And John G, let me find out you only came up here because YB came up here. You feel me? You should have been up here before YB. YB the one coming off a trip, not you, Negro. You been at home, nice and cozy and shit. You
Nah,
feel me?
nah, I had to
Nigga,
get my shit
nice and
together.
cozy at the crib. I
I had to
wish you
get my
would use some
shit together.
technical skills. I wish
Nah,
you
nah,
would.
man.
I'm not fucking
I
with
had
you,
to
bro.
get,
Nah, but this the
get
thing
it
though, bro.
together.
It's like when we listen to this dude, bro, it's like you can't take him for his word, bro. Like every time it's something different when he speak, bro. He just dig his grave deeper and deeper. But during the whole interview though, YB, he was saying that okay, this the part when he was talking about when he got to talking about BLK Prime when he got to talking to him, right? So then they asked him, so is BLK Prime one of the investors that you was talking about with the 50 million? Or I'm not gonna talk about that. They're like, so what if Earl Spence said that you weren't willing to tell them who the investors was and things of that nature? Well, that's a lie. I told him who it was, and we if he would have asked, we'll still be talking right now. What? We'll still be talking right now, which meaning you wanted that deal that they had for you, bro. And it just shows right how you was feeling in the inside about them not going with you in that deal. Like that's where that enviness was coming from, bro, because he really, really wanted that 25 million, if it was 25 million, right? But whomever he was doing business with, I'm telling y'all, he really wanted to do business with them because he thought it was in the best interest for him, taking the fight out of PBC hand, taking the fight away from Al Heyman, and going to do business with motherfuckers over there that he claimed that claimed they knew Al Heyman, but you weren't willing to tell them who the fuck they was. You know what I'm saying? So that's what he was straggling the fence and he was going back and forth with his own little demons and shit. So when he get to talking about, oh, okay, so then I sat down and asked them, what are y'all going to give me? And I accepted everything. All I wanted was transparency. That shit is a fucking lie, bro. That shit is a lie, fam. He set his ass up there. He was pissed off about that shit. And then he got to look in other places for shit because if did nothing else pop up, then he wouldn't have had no choice but to take the Errol Spence fight because he can't just walk away and don't have nothing set up. Because now you really gonna look like a duck and look like you know what I mean, afraid to fight Errol Spence. So he had to wait till he had something in line, and BLK was right there, and they was going back and forth and shit, and he had to make sure they found somebody for him to fight before they can lock that shit in. But you best believe they was looking and shopping for somebody to fight his motherfucking ass. It just don't happen though. overnight. No, I mean, sorry, no 48 hours to make a fight happen, bro. So it's just like, how can you go get these people, you know, the respect and be okay, and tell them about other people' business, but yet you can't tell these people about what you got going on with BLK, which is some sucker shit to me, and just prove that you kept that way out because you didn't want them to know about the BLK shit. Because maybe they would have shut that bullshit down and had your ass still backed in the corner to only fight Errol Spence. You know what I mean? So that's crazy, bro.
Big Money. You know what took me off and threw me for a loop when he said I didn't want BLK to get their hopes up, so I was real with them. Why couldn't you be real with PBC and Al Heyman and Errol Spence? Why couldn't you be real and get him the same courtesy you gave BLK Prime when you said you didn't want to get their hopes up? You get what I'm saying, John G? That bothers me, bro. That bothers me because that was straight spiteful. He did that move out of spite, Money B.
Yeah.
He left him in the dark out of spite.
And that was the real fight with Errol Spence. That was the real fight. So what you mean now you don't want to give BLK hopes up, but you over here getting PBC and they motherfucking hopes up by taking these people contracts and talking about change a few things, right? Like, okay. Now, John G, you there, John?
Yeah, I'm listening, bro.
If you send me a contract, bro, and you like, okay, let me see what this nigga Money said about this contract now, and I take the contract and I send that motherfucker back to you and I say, John G, change these 3 things and we good. So when you get the contract back and you want those 3 things changed and you send it back, what are you expecting, bro?
Shit, I'm expect everything to go.
Ain't your hopes high now?
Yeah. Especially after the wait. I mean, as long as we been negotiating, and then it seemed like everything coming to a head. Like,
I mean, I'm sure Errol Spence thought the only way they was gonna go was fight each other. I'm pretty sure. Since people like using what he was saying with the audio, sounded like he thought that he was fighting Bud. You know what I'm saying? Since people like leaked audio, and they want to use videos off of that. Well, to me, it sounded like the only option, and out of his own mouth, the only option he had was Terence Crawford. So yeah, his hopes were high. Yeah, they hopes was up because they thought it was a go. You keep asking them to do things, revise this, open the books. Where's it? Transparency. Do this, do that. And when they oblige, like Monty was saying, when you oblige and you do what they're asking you, you expect them to do their part and meet you halfway, which is come through and actually do the fight. You know what I mean? So I just hearing that, bro, Monty, and hearing that he was negotiating with them or in talks with them since June or before, when he was like, man, negotiations been dragging on, and you know what I'm saying? Making it seem like he never had another option, and it just came out of the blue, and to me, for people that believe that, like you were saying from the jump, Monty, people that believe that he didn't have any other options and he wasn't looking to fight, he wasn't looking for another fight way before this time, makes absolutely no sense. And I think Bud Crawford, unintentionally, because that's just how he is. Bud Crawford's gonna eventually talk himself into a corner if you let him talk long enough. People that decipher what he has to say, they know that you could pick it out, bro. Anybody that's got sense, like you, Monty, or John G, or anybody that's logical, they like, yo, bro, you've been talking with them way longer than October, bro. Stop. Or September. Like, this is crazy to think that this shit just came out of the blue. And now he confirms it, and people still like, yeah, bro. But they like your boy, Monty. But the guarantee. If all else fails, talk about the guarantee.
That's it.
Even though EJ wasn't getting one, Monty.
That's all they got, bro. Well, I promise if they would give him a guarantee, he would have signed the contract. If they gave him a guarantee, he would have signed the contract. Oh, with no guarantee. Oh, but they not giving him a guarantee. Oh, but motherfucker, he know that. And guess what? He agreed. So y'all talk about, oh, he agreed, but he changed his mind. Okay, so if you change your mind, then you're a bitch for that, bro.
And I was saying this yesterday, YB. Think about it. He said like ever since like he been boxing, he ain't never turned down his mandatory. He ain't never paid step aside money. So what are you gonna do next? He got Virgil staring down the barrel. What he gonna do next if he trying to make
Still
this fight?
OTP.
If he trying to make this fight with EJ?
Yeah, he sitting up there talking about he ain't never turned down no mandatory. Look what your mandatory was. What you talking about? You had one mandatory at a time, Negro. One mandatory at a time. When you became undisputed, that's what you did. You vacated. You feel me?
And none
So
of them
let's
was them
stop
top
playing,
guys.
bro. Yeah, none of them was those top guys, bro. Let's stop playing. See, the narrative they trying to push is Errol Spence is ducking boots. That's why you have Bernie the boxer over there keep talking about, oh, um, how come he didn't accept boots for his next fight? Why is he taking Keith Thurman? Why is he taking Keith Thurman? How come he didn't accept boots? Yeah, we know Keith Thurman is this. Like, bro, why are you trying to discredit Keith Thurman, but you're not discrediting motherfucking David
Dave.
Alvarez? You feel me? You're not discrediting David Alvarez, but you're discrediting Keith Thurman, a man that's a former unified world champion, a man that fought on pay-per-view against Manny Pacquiao, that overdid Terence Crawford shit, right? One lost to Manny Pacquiao. Doesn't matter how you try to shape that shit. And we know Bud fight a nigga with how many losses? 3 to 5 motherfucking losses. Been knocked out against a dude that Bud already beat. Like, come on, bro. Let's quit playing semantics, boy. Let's quit playing semantics, boy.
And Monty, he took an L to a dude EJ already beat too.
Right, bro. They think we supposed to just sit up here and not say nothing. Just be, oh, man, y'all don't know what y'all talking about. Man, if y'all don't get y'all corny ass up out of here, y'all better, bro.
Yeah, you see, that nigga Bud was like, y'all YouTubers, podcast makers been killing boxing because y'all don't know what y'all talking about. Nah, nigga, we on your neck. We see through that bullshit. That's
He
why
goes
you
say that, bro. Yeah, he goes say that because it's like you want to sit up here and make it as if you doing something that's, amazing, right? You doing something that's amazing. When you going out here fighting motherfucking C plus fighters, then you want to say, oh, the hardcore fans, they know who he is. They just want to act like they don't know who he is because of the way the Errol Spence shit went. Like, bro, stop making up shit in your head, dog. That's what you're doing. You making this shit up to psych yourself out. And that's all you're doing is psyching yourself out. That's it. That's all. You know what I mean? That's it. That's all. You're making up shit to psych yourself out when you don't believe half of the shit he's talking about. You don't, bro. Because the shit he's talking about is pure bullshit. Pure bullshit. So
I,
at the end of the
I ain't
day,
gonna
bro,
lie, bro.
everything that's done in the
My
dark comes to the light. And when we see that he's out there and painting a picture of nothing but bullshit, like we finna just let that shit ride. Like, bro, you gotta be crazy out your fucking mind, bro. And you mad at the YouTubers for putting that shit out there? Well, challenge something that the YouTubers are saying because we gonna ask your motherfucking ass the real questions. And when you don't want to answer that question, then guess what? We gonna ask your ass a real question. And when you don't want to answer that question, we gonna continue to ask your ass real question after real question until you run your motherfucking ass off. And then you let that motherfucker Bernie the guard dog, aka Bernice with the Birkin bag. You feel me? Let his ass up here. All he gonna do is try to run his mouth until he get his ass drove off. So man, we ain't playing none of that weak ass shit.
hold on, Monty. Hold on. Get on with that soft ass voice.
Let me tell you what Rocky Marciano said. Rocky Marciano said, and when you think about that, and then not that, Joe Gaines, man, Joe Gaines. Oh man, I love Larry Merchant, man. I love Larry Merchant. Larry Merchant, man. Like, man, we ain't talking about none of that shit. We talking about right now. We talking
Hey,
about right now.
I ain't
Stuck
gonna
in the
lie,
past as Negroes.
bro. Like the more that I hear Bud talk, bro, the more convinced I am that this fight ain't gonna happen, bro. And I've always I've been optimistic, even when I was saying that little 5%. But like the more I hear him talk, like I be listening to the little small shit. Like when he was like, "What's the deadline?" He asked him, "What was the deadline for you and the Errol Spence fight?" And he was like, "I've been calling for this fight for so long, and I didn't I didn't put everything in me to try to make this fight. It's been dead. Come on, bro. Like he's saying shit like that, and then back.
I've been wrestling back and forth with it, and and I even told you guys it was dead. So like man, they just kissing his ass, bro.
But that,
Don't want to
man,
say the real. The queen
but
in the building, Rachel. What's going on, Queen? How you doing, love?
what's going on, Miss Rachel Donaire?
Still ripping turns, going Crawford, a new asshole as usual. You know what I mean? As usual.
You got to. You got to
We,
after hearing what he said though. And
yeah,
that's my girl Rach. Shout
we
out to
might
them,
hear
man.
from Rachel until the end of this year, and maybe the beginning of next year.
You got to. Monty, he said I put everything into making this fight, and he's fighting Evanesian, bro. The first time he's a free agent and able to make the fight, he doesn't take the fight, bro. He has a contract on the table. This ain't like no normal stuff. You get what I'm saying? This ain't like, promoters getting in the way, guys not delivering the contract to him. They go on a different route, different networks, money. He's still on ESPN, and they just can't figure it out the logistics. No, bro. This was a legit contract on the table.
Facts.
And bro, you saying you did everything you and your power to make the fight when you was with Top Rank and bro, how? like
Yeah, but and I can't money.
bro, that bothered me, bro. Like when he was playing that earlier, I said, bro, how? He said, yeah, it's been dead. And you just get tired of calling out. I said, what? Bro,
Bruh.
like you would
And
think
why?
he was chasing, you would think he was showing up in Dallas at the man, like Ali did listening and blowing the bullhorn outside the dude crib. Bro,
Mhm.
Bud Crawford, they was talking on FaceTime 2 years ago. We agree it's gonna happen later. Now it's the perfect time. It's for all the marbles. What happened to that, Bud? You just said that like a few months back. You just said it's for all the marbles. Ain't no time better to make it than now. What happened to that? See, Monty, that bothers me, bro. Like it's just like I don't know how people keep letting this stuff ride. Like for me, I can't let it ride because I see him, and people were like, "Oh man, Bud was committed, bro. He didn't." Then when he said he was talking to them since June, and he said he said they started preliminary talks in June with
Mhm.
PBC. Monty, you were always entertaining multiple offers, always.
Facts.
You were never negotiating in good faith, and that's something that, bro, like you just start
Yeah,
seeing it's not
like we
cool,
said
bro.
though, YB, like we said, you go John G. Oh, I let them know, because I ain't want them to feel left out and get their hopes up. Like so, you got the common courtesy as a real man. Like I said, a real man will stand on all 10 and tell PBC, look here, man, I'm talking to y'all, but I'm also talking to BLK Prime. They got some shit on the table for me. I'm liking it, right? I'm liking it. It could be for December. So, this can force y'all to push, put a little pressure, or make them say, you know what, if that's what you're gonna do, go ahead and snatch out on that, handle that business, then let us do this, and then we just visit this next year. Instead of you just taking our contract, not saying shit after we done did what you asked of us, and in that 2 week span that we waiting on you, right? The 14 days they waiting on them, you don't say nothing back at all. So okay, the man's still looking over the contract. I don't know why it take him 2 weeks to look over the shit, but whatever it is, maybe he got a problem. He's doing something, but hopefully, like any day now, he should be getting back to us. And that's motherfucker, breaking news: Terence Crawford fight David Alvanese with BLK. They're like, wait a minute, hold on, did we send this motherfucker BLK contract or did we send him a motherfucking PBC contract? Like, what the fuck is a BLK and what it's like? You feel me? Like, hold on, like, bro, you got our contract. You got it. You literally got it. So it just shows you, bro, like he ain't no stand up guy, bro. And you can't take it for his word. He contradict himself every time he open his mouth, right? Every time he open his mouth, he contradict himself. You got a lot of people ducking David Alvanese, but he ain't said not one name, not one. They know who they are. They know who they are. Who the fuck ducking David Alvanese, man? Like seriously, who ducking him? What do he bring to the table? When did he become this real threat, the boogeyman, to where he's Jerron Boots Ennis now? Like seriously, bro? Like come on, man. He can't even make that make sense, fam. It's just that, like I say, the dude is envy of Errol Spence. Like you can talk to them about any other fight, they won't be pissed off. Boy, you bring up Errol Spence's name, oh, get your hating ass around here. He won Errol Spence draws. Oh, look at this score. Oh, you don't know what you're talking about. Oh, you don't know no boxing. Oh, man, you a sucker. Oh, you're a clown. Oh, this one of them too. You got to be from Texas. Oh, you gotta be from Texas. How the fuck I gotta be from Texas because I like Errol Spence and I think he beat Terence Crawford. Oh, they go one of them Texas niggas. Oh, like it ain't Texas cats that I argue with Texas cats all day. They got Bud beating Errol Spence. You feel me? So at the end of the day, it's crazy. It's crazy. Then look, you don't ask Rachel that question. Boy, you going back to timeout? We ain't dealing with no stupidity. Sit your I want to wear a Superman cape ass right in the corner.
Hey, bro. Hey, Monty, what's this video, bro? I haven't even seen it. People keep talking about it though. Oh,
Man,
bro, Spencer shot. He need help. He
man,
Bro, it's
asked
a
Earl
for.
Spence is
TikTok, bro.
doing a yeah, he's doing a
It's a TikTok skit.
Go ahead, you can explain to John G if you want to.
Yeah, you know
Yeah,
how people be
dude.
doing them skits on TikTok.
Yeah, what happened?
Yeah, that's all it is a TikTok skit. And she acting like she done ran them over with a car, and EJ acting like he hurt or he out of there. Like, and everybody was like, he drunk. This how your man is. He drunk. But you could
Mm.
clearly hear at the end of the TikTok he bust out laughing. Both of them bust out laughing. You know what I'm saying? It was a skit, but they ran with that. They ran with that. Your man's drunk. This why he can't get in the ring with he
Oh
can't last
man.
with Bud and all
This
this shit.
this what
And
Bud mean when Bud said he's on this and he's on that. Like, get out of here with that shit, man. The
hey,
Queen
Yeah,
Rich,
man.
how you doing, Queen?
what's up? What's up, big sis?
Hi, YB. I swear I just saw you.
I swear I just saw you too.
Hey, Rach.
Yeah, but I'm still in Mexico. I'm stuck in Mexico. They're not gonna let us go.
Oh, y'all was at the WBC
But
convention.
Yep,
YB.
that is.
We were, but there was I guess there was like flight delays and stuff like that. So we had to stop over in Mexico City, and so because of the Acapulco flight getting delayed from Acapulco to Mexico City, we missed our connection. So we're here in Mexico City
Getting drunk.
getting drunk.
Y'all drinking them Bud Lights.
Ain't nothing never wrong with that.
He said, "You
Hey,
all drinking
Rach.
the Bud Light."
Budweiser, right?
Yeah.
Budweiser and Bud Light.
Yeah,
That's what
that
they've been
might be.
Yeah.
drinking.
Hold on, I'm
Everything.
gonna take you off my headset. I'm gonna put you all on speaker so if Nonito wants to talk shit, he can. Hold on.
Oh yeah, let Nonito in. Nonito, what's going down, champ?
Shout out to No
But
Nito.
nothing but
I
tequila.
don't drink Bud Light.
Yeah,
Tequila.
you do, big bro.
Yeah.
You drink Bud Light. We know you do. We know you do, big bro.
Oh, hey, listen. Hail to the no. To the no, 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 no. Hail to the no, motherfucker. Yeah, I don't drink Bud Light.
Ain't on them
I
happy
got my man back though. I got Bud. I think Bud's gonna do good. I think Errol's gonna do good. I love fighting. I love
Nonito, we
fighting.
gotta get him in a ring to see him do good. It's our thing. It ain't about him doing good. It's about dragging his ass to the ring.
Oh, I hear you, bro. I hear you, brother. I hear you, man. Like I support Bud 100%, but I don't understand what's going on. And I was talking to YB about this shit, man. I'm like, listen, I really can't be or say anything when I'm not in a conversation. You know what I'm saying? But from what's going on and what's been out there, it seems like there is a lot of people say ducking, but excuse me.
Went down the wrong pipe.
There's been a lot. No, there's been a lot of words rather than physical. You know what I'm saying? Like with me, I'll say nice things to everybody, but it's all about the physical. I go out there and fight. I go out there and throw blows. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about. If you want to talk, that means you really is something that is holding you back, whatever it may be, people behind you or anything like that. But I do see a little bit of not a hesitation, but I do see a an influence by somebody.
Mm-hmm. Well, when I look at it, like my thing is this: when Bud say things like, "So let me ask you this, Nonito, just from your perspective, right? Let's put you in Bud's shoes. You're a fighter. So if you're doing business with PBC and you got another, you talking to other entity as well, right? Would you let PBC know that? Listen, man, I'm working with these people as well, right? I got some on the table with them. you know, just let them know that y'all ain't the only motherfuckers I'm talking to. Just like if you can let them know that you're talking to PBC, shouldn't you let PBC know that you're talking to them as well? Just as a
A
man.
100%. If I'm talking to somebody to make this shit done, and the other side is not doing nothing or whatever it may be, or some stalling, I'm a man of my word. If I said I'm gonna deal with somebody, like if I deal with L, I say, you know what, I'm gonna deal with you, right? But if I have another person and my people, you know, dealing or present an opportunity, I'm gonna speak on it. I'm like, hey, listen now, you know, this is what we're talking about right now, but I have this opportunity for myself. Now, if we can't get that together, you know, then I'm just gonna let you know out of respect.
Let's just put it this way. This is a business, right? And when I met Nonito, he immediately texted this girl that he was talking to in the Philippines, and he was like, I told her about you, I told you about her, and it is what it is. And I'm like, dude, for me, I was like, I don't know why you telling her about me, because we're not even serious, so you should have kept your options open. But this is the type of person he is. Like, even in his life, he's very transparent.
Facts.
That's
That's how
respect.
they
That's respect. Respectful, being very respectful.
Hey. Now, Nito say, I made you know. So when we laying down and this goddamn phone get the ringing at 3 a.m., I told your ass already that I was talking to somebody else.
I'm
No.
saying, man, every person's different. You know what I mean? Like for instance, you see fight could do better, or even if you're not doing better, just go all out. Like with me, I go all out. I don't give a fuck if I get. For
Facts.
me, I ain't got no remorse. Regardless if people want to talk shit, all I know is I try my best on me. Nothing can take that away from me. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't give a fuck as long as I.
You cut now, big bro. Big bro, you cut now. I said you cut now. Say that one more time.
You fading
you
in and
good.
out.
Now you good.
Well,
Go ahead.
this is Mexico internet, man.
Right. You can talk. It's still popping in.
Go ahead. Yeah.
You know, but that's exactly. Say something. If I do something, I'm gonna try to do it regardless of what it is. Like if I, you know, but at least I know that I did what I need to do, regardless of what people like. Convention. You know, people can say I act like a fool because I was there. But to me, that was my present. That was my moment. You know, not to impress people. I'm gonna live my life. I'm gonna go big. You know, but I never go home. I'm gonna fucking. That's what I do. I don't look back. I don't look back and say, well, this, you know, or listen to people saying like, oh, he's embarrassing or he's acting a fool. You know, I don't give a fuck about that. All I know is what I do in this moment. I'm gonna give it all I got, regardless if I come short or not.
Facts. You got one life to live, bro, and that's what you're supposed to do. Like, you can't let nobody else tell you how to live your damn life, right? You having fun, but they mad because you having fun now. You gotta sit down to please these motherfuckers. Hell no, bro. Ain't no way.
Amen. That's exactly what it is. You know, people's usually their usual emotion is usually what's the word? It's an internalization of themselves. You know, like ain't got nothing to do with me.
Right.
However you're gonna react. Like say if Mayweather fought, there's gonna be people that love him. There's gonna be people who hate him. You know what I'm saying? But that is nothing to do with Mayweather, whether you love him or hate him. It's your own perspective, your own internalization of what it is. But ultimately, Mayweather gets the money because you buy in the fucking fight.
Facts.
Hey, champ.
Nonito, let me ask you this, Nonito. I got you, John. You know, you fought my brother Stephon Young, bro. It's like cuz. So what did you think of Steph as a fighter inside the ring?
Look,
before you knocked his ass out.
But I'm saying, no. Listen. I got when I walked back to to go to the bathroom from my saw him in his locker room. His head was down, he's holding his head. You know, I came out there, I came to his locker. Listen, you got all the talent in the world. Don't let this stop you, because this, you learn from this. This is what's gonna make you grow. If you're gonna tell you to stop you from this moment on, then you never. How many times did I fall? How many times did I lose? Because I'm don't tell me what to do, woman. Shit. you know what I mean? Like I told him this. Listen, the next generation is gonna come to you if you truly want it. You know, this setback that you have right now, losing to me, ain't nothing. Because it should make I got better. And that's what I told him in that locker room before I left.
That's right. That's right. That's why we love you, though, bro, because you always been real. It's like it's no fighter that can say a bad word about you, right? You know, I follow this game heavy. I know a lot of fighters and shit. It's like that man right there in the middle, Richard Schaefer. I got so much respect and love for Richard Schaefer, bro. It's like you and Richard Schaefer, and there's a couple more fighters that, you know, it's like once you speak a certain name, it's nothing but good vibes and nothing but, you know, how can I put it? You know, just good words, man, to just show you who an individual is. You feel me? So that's what I respect about you and Richard, though. But we've been rocking with you for a while, bro, for a long fucking time.
Appreciate that, brother. I appreciate that. You know, one thing that I do know of all the promoters I work with, and like so transparent. Anything and everything that I want to know about something, he gives me the paperwork. Like for instance, when I was doing the last fight, right? You know, Mr. Honda was like, well, I don't know if you promote amount is, but this is your amount. And then I'm like, and I give him the number, and he was like, oh shit, here it is. You know, Richard, for all that I know with him, is he's been real. That's the greatest thing, and this is why when other people and other promotion, Richard, is because I know my relationship with him is more toward the person that I know in this game.
Yeah, the thing is like we and before we left Vegas, and then the morning of the ratings meeting, we had breakfast and we sat for Nonito. I want options, right? I don't want him to be put in, and I want options. I was like, I want this, I want that, I want this, and you can, and you know, he gave me the option. He's like, you could speak, but this is your first convention. Happens, and I was like, all right, let's go. And you know, for the best of me, like, and I go, you're so nice. And Onito's like, what are you talking about? I was like, at the ratings meeting, I came in the last couple nights that we were all hanging out. I go, hey, you're cool and everything. The rating. And he was like, just laughing, you know, because Jason, I feel like he's young, but he's not really into the business of everything, right? The politics of everything. Good guy. But I was honest and transparent. Like, I'm coming for number one position, and they challenged it, and then they conceded that they would fight us, so we shouldn't challenge their number one. And I said, and I stood up it on camera because they were only focused on Mauricio and who was on the mic, but I stood up, pulled me down. I was like, what? And he's like, we're okay. We're fine at number two. They said, literally, I can position you for number one because of the fact that who Maloney faced the last fights ago, he fought someone that was 0-1-0. 5 fights ago, he fought someone who had a debut. Talking about quality of opponents, Nonito in his last 5 outings is strong. Jason Maloney's last 5 outings.
Right.
But like, let's play nice. Don't play nice in business. What story is they wanted to be email camp.
And that's why I have you.
Uh-huh.
You always have my back.
But you know what I'm saying? We could have stepped in. We could have not done mandatories because we're like, oh, we're good with our position. And the next morning, Maloney, the vacant title without having. You know what I'm saying? Like it's slithery. It's slithery. Like I trust you, so and I shouldn't trust you. I don't know you from the wall, so
Right.
as much as I can. But Nonito is. Well, they said fight us. Get it? I'm gonna make sure.
Okay.
Now, how?
You about to say something, John?
Nah, I was about to say something. I was about to ask my big bro and Rachel a question. Like, well, see
I
how
didn't become a bro, YB.
I was about to ask you, man, Ray, stop playing. But look, hey, Rach, I was about to ask you though. Do y'all feel like y'all don't? Y'all never. Here's the thing about y'all would never say y'all don't need somebody. You get what I'm saying? Y'all don't need to be champion again. You get me? Like Nito, that like when you say you don't need a major fight, what do you feel? What do you feel about that? When somebody's like, I don't need that. When you know you want to challenge yourself, you want to prove you're the best, even at this stage in your career.
I'm sorry, that's not inside joke with me. You know, he be fucking with me, so I'm fuck with him too.
No, I mean,
I couldn't even hear you, big bro. You was cutting out. Couldn't hear you. Hey, but Nito, you too.
You too, man.
Yeah, you too. Miguel Cotto boy, you too.
no, and I think that's the question that we always get asked, and I've said this time and time again. Nonito does not need to do anything that is pertinent in the sport of boxing as far as wanting to fight and cementing his like feels that there is it's his job is not done, and I can't him from saying like, well, I still need to do this for himself 80 and say I should have, I could have,
would have.
you know.
But let me ask you. Oh, go ahead, Rich. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, it was Nonito, right? I remember Nonito broke down Errol Spence and Manny Pacquiao, right? He was telling them about a southpaw versus southpaw, and I use that every time when I'm telling them about Bud and Errol fighting each other, towards the angles they be talking about, right? Don't I use this all the time, John G? Right?
Yeah.
About the angle that they talk about, taking certain angles. So Bud wants to switch southpaw, Nonito, you knowing, right? Both of them being southpaw, and Errol being a more natural southpaw, even though Bud can fight his ass off from the southpaw position. What, like, people always think that when Bud switched southpaw, right? And I know you got Bud winning. I don't, but I think it's gonna be a hell of a fight. Even when he switched southpaw, you think he can out southpaw EJ? And with that style, like you say, you really got, like, you really gonna be fight. Like when it's a southpaw versus southpaw, nobody really got the angle on each other. So that when the IQ kick in, but your ass really gonna be fighting when it come down to really that situation, right?
Now, listen. The only reason Bud is always on the southpaw because he's always fighting somebody who is orthodox. Now, if he fought orthodox, he's always on a southpaw. If he fought a southpaw orthodox, it's because he has an understanding on how to get in between. I think when this fight comes, if ever it does have orthodox style.
Don't you think they give Errol Spence the advantage as a southpaw?
Well, Spence has always been fought that way. Right? Like, again, Bud's style, if you look at all his fight, right? And that's what he's going to do, is he's going to go And if it doesn't work, he's gonna go. But I truly believe that he's gonna go on the orthodox style is because Spence. Now, if Spence get the better of him in that position, guess what? He's gonna go back into southpaw. But that you can't be somebody who's been fighting in that division or in that style for all his life.
Mm-hmm.
It's like being comfortable in the style, right? Like you can have someone who is comfortable in switching,
Uh-huh.
and so when they like when push comes to shove and something goes wrong, Marquez at 115 in Puerto Rico, and he was fighting southpaw, and I think Nonito just didn't have the patience anymore. He was like, okay, we're done. I knocked out Tyson Marquez, right? So there's a in which stance that you actually really own. Like there really is no 50-50.
Uh-huh.
One that you prefer and you're more comfortable in.
Okay. Yeah. But we need to get that fight. We need that fight. 'Cause I know a lot of people ride with Bud, a lot of people ride with EJ, but we got to get Bud ass in the ring. Bud need to quit being so early. You can't say that you agree to something and then you don't sign shit. You feel me? Especially when
Yeah.
Errol come out and say you say you want transparency, then they give your ass transparency. Then you don't talk about the transparency no more. You talk about being your own boss and all this shit, which don't mean shit at this point, right? Especially to the fans. You know what I mean? So that means you accepted the no guarantee. You took the percentage. You got the transparency that you're looking for. Then, like when they sent you the contract, I'm quite sure on the contract it tell your ass, okay, we fighting on this date. Right? I'm quite sure it's not a contract with no date on it. You know, so if you're looking at the date and you ask them to change three things and then you send it back to them and they send it back to your ass, that means you agree to it and you don't run off for 14 days not saying nothing. Then the next time they hear from you, you sign to fight somebody else.
Listen, like I've talked like numerous times about this topic, and I think there was a difference in business acumen that came into play. And that's not a knock on who, again, in the ring, we have Crawford. Outside the ring, I'm not going to be fake and I'm not going to be a fangirl and say he can do no wrong. I feel like he made mistakes in what this process has been, only because of the fact that he lacked the experience. And that's okay. It's okay to lack the experience. I didn't come into this game where I am right now knowing everything. It's taken 13 years for me to understand, and I'm still learning. But I didn't feel right. And when he called, he's like, oh, I'm my own boss. And when people question, well, why are you fighting Abernesian? He's like, well, that's who they put in front of me. It's like, well, you're not your boss then. You're not the boss. Because you would have been like, no, bro, don't want to fight him. Get me someone better.
Exactly.
And like, again, it's strange for me because trust me, YB has shoved this down my throat every single time that we have picked Crawford in the ring, but I can't be a blind follower and say that you didn't mess this up.
Right. No, Nito will knock David Avenesian ass out.
You want to fight David Avenesian?
Shit, I'll fight anybody. I'll fight Jake Paul too.
Hey, and this the thing. This the thing. Like they know, and Nito is rocking with, like, that's his boy, Bud. But that's what I respect about Rach and Nito. They're not gonna. They're like my family is not gonna be like, man, Bud, man, Bud was he just wanted to fight by the end of the year. Bud that just want to get a fight in. They're not gonna do that. That's one thing that you gotta respect. Even though they know Bud way better personally, and Nito was cool with him, but he's not gonna lie. And that's one thing I respect about Nito. He's transparent, and that's why like you said, Monty, nobody in the boxing game has anything bad to say about him. You can't find a fighter that's like, man, F that dude, man. He's not as authentic. He's the same way, 100%, no matter, and he's not gonna agree with you just because he likes you. And that's something that I respect, So you gain a different respect for somebody that could tell the truth and still have a relationship with that person and still be saying they're gonna win the fight. But how they went about making the fight, they are critical of it.
Yeah, that's all I look for, bro. Just keep it real. That's what I'm trying to tell cats to get up here. You can get on this motherfucker. If you got Bud winning, I understand why. What I always tell you, bro, it's a 50-50 fight to me, right? I know why y'all picking Bud to win. I know what turns Bud Crawford possess. I know what he can do in the ring. You feel me? That ain't what I'm talking about. We talking about getting these motherfuckers to the ring to fight. Then we can see who gonna win. Then all you I told you so ass motherfuckers. All right, then you can get your glory off of that. But we got to get them in the ring. And if we go do that, everybody got to be fair, bro. And if we everybody run around, and not saying that this shit go affect the negotiations or they listen to us or things of that nature. But sometimes if you being fair on the shit you put out into the world, sometimes the shit can come true. But I just don't like cats to get up here and just make up an excuse for any goddamn thing. And then you know he in the wrong and you still trying to make up an excuse. It's like, come on, bro. Get your ass up out of here somewhere.
Yeah, there's no
Feel me? Like,
What's
accountability.
it's me.
No
like
accountability.
the chat fans that have never done anything and don't understand the game? And I've been on they're talking about, like, BLK Prime is against PB to promote. Like, Jesus, do I have to like really break down like the ABCs and go down to the kindergarten level?
Right.
This works. And so I'm like trying to be patient because there is dimensions, right, to the fan base. There's one that is like Bud, and the same with Spence, the same with Pacquiao, the same with any fighter, right? And you cannot them any you could will still fight you. And it's just, for me, I'm like listen, I'm that type of we are just we're good at breakdown. And outside of the game, what I'm watching and what I'm seeing G's and Twitters back and forth, I'm like, y'all are playing like a clown game right now.
Right.
Nobody wants to see it. That's all we want.
Yeah. Rach, from what you've seen, do you think this fight still could take place?
I think it's going to be difficult because of the fact that Spence's mandatories have stepped aside. Or, again, Stanionis, the BC's having Thurman. I think that they're boots. I think that they're gonna start to um now. Mandatory down his throat, and it's going to be a lot of blocks, a lot harder. This was the best time and place to was stepping aside, but because when Bud made that decision, you have to understand they didn't just put Spence. He has to go in a fight. You also put Stanionis and anyone else that you paid. You put them on the back burner. They could have been active. The only a step aside was because there was supposed to be big step aside because there was no fight.
Right.
Yeah. So Rach, I want to ask you one more
all
thing.
the people that
Yeah, that MX.
Rach, you there?
Hey, that MX Wi-Fi, Mexico City Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can't hear nothing now, Ray. You was going
it's
like
choppy.
We was hearing 3 words per sentence. Now we hearing none.
You can hear me right now?
Oh yeah, we hear you now, y'all. Motherfucker, don't move. Stay there.
Okay, what was your?
This is my question. In your opinion, do you think Bud ducked this fight? I know you going with him in the ring.
No. But I never call a fighter a duck. Okay, you'll never hear me. There's so many promotional things that go on, the managerial parts that go, and so you'll never hear me say that. He take the what he perceives as the better opportunity for him, because he has stated fully that he doesn't need, which broke my heart. I mean, I understand you don't think that you need him to be in the Hall of Fame. And I'm like, why not? Right? Because I have a husband that will freaking fight the number one all day, every
Mm-hmm.
I don't get that mentality. I mean, in the chat, they're saying that Nonito should fight Better Beef.
And I will too.
And then Nonito's crazy.
I let me fucking do it on bare
No.
I'm saying, if I'm gonna fight him, I'm gonna do it in bare
You, okay, we're not
off the record.
off the record.
But I am.
We're gonna get kicked out of this Mexico hotel. You know that you're yelling across the room. I
Nobody
just,
want to go to jail in Mexico.
well, he was just called. But so for me, I don't like saying that because of the fact that there's so many, like, it's different if you were to say, hey Bud, or as Bud, hey Spence, we're not going to use any promoter and any network, and we're going to create our own and XYZ, right? But everyone has their hands in the cookie jar.
Mm-hmm.
And these decisions are swayed due to how they're pulling you.
Facts.
So I literally, out of respect, and I've seen like what happened with first, my biggest example, Nonito versus Mares, where Oscar said that they offered us $3 million. I never saw a $3 million offer on the table for Mares. Like, I'm like, and of course for that a time they were saying Nonito was ducking Mares. I saw a $3 million offer to fight Mares. I would have taken that in a heartbeat, but I never saw it.
It was our cap.
And so being not transparent in the negotiation contract, for me, agree with his statement that he has on multiple occasions disregarded Spence. I don't agree with that. It does look bad. But I'm not your PR, so I mean,
Right.
at this point, like you say what you want to because you have a mouthpiece.
Right. It just come down to the point, man, where I don't know. We'll see how it play out with the situation now. After both of these dudes, like after, because Bud gonna beat the shit out of David Alvanesian, and we gonna see if Errol fights somebody at 47. If he fights somebody at 47, we might got a shot. But if he go to 54, then that fight dead. Like, we can forget about it. Lock it up. Throw it away.
Yeah, I at this point I don't see it happening. And my of it happening is more of a 95% of it not happening versus is really struggling to get the people to work together.
That 5%.
You already know, John. John.
Yeah, what? So what are you quoting Dumb and Dumber? You're saying,
Huh?
what are you quoting? Dumb and Dumber? You're saying
No,
there is a chance?
No. This motherfucker John over here kept telling me about 5% that was getting on my
Yeah,
nerves.
that's his favorite percentage.
And you
I
just
said
can't
it was
say
5%
97% is not happening.
So
So
95%, and he even makes a 5% chance it's gonna happen.
right, that's his little 5%. So he happy to hear that.
Oh my God.
That motherfucker saying, when he spin that block, that motherfucker, I say, John, if you come here telling me about that goddamn 5%, I'll tell you, boy.
Yeah.
But yeah, though, man.
I just don't see it. Like, I think this is the biggest risk for Bud because what we're going to see numbers on his pay-per-view and what he actually can bring in. on a 39 pay-per-view, and then his gate. And with those, he could either like inflate his ego and be like, I'm back to negotiate what I did, or he could put a nail in his foot,
Mm-hmm.
be humbled because
True.
no one showed up, or what up, and the people who tuned into Teal's fight and not his.
True. That's a fact. December 11th, go tell it all. December 11th is go
It's a
tell it all.
huge gamble.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the thing is that we numbers, right? So we saw the Cambosos fight when we were talking about the first Haney fight at a guaranteed purse of 10, and then his manager and his trainer came at 3.4 million, I believe, after that's not, and that's without the pay-per-view. So if you're talking about guaranteed purse, from 10 million guaranteed to a 3.4 net.
Mm-hmm.
Training fees don't eat that much. So perception for the public, right? Like we need to really get the real number.
Facts.
Be like, okay, so they didn't inflate it to to make it look pretty
Yeah. We'll see how this shit play out though, but it's a lot out there, man. It's just a fight that everybody wanted. So people pissed off because we ain't getting that fight after everybody talking about we waited so long for the fight. I just feel like the opportunity was there, and when you come out and you say the things that you say, you accepted everything, and you're the only one taking risks, and you wanted transparency, and everything come out, and you got everything that you asked for, right? And you still go another way, then people gotta look at your ass sideways, and you start getting called all these names, and people start trying to put a boot up your ass and say this about you.
yeah. The person I feel sorry for, honestly, is Avernation. He's
Oh,
getting so much heat. God, every amnesia. Um, I mean, and he does.
right.
You know what I'm saying? He's the opponent, and like we have run him into the ground. Um,
Oh,
and
shit.
I'm just like, damn. Like, this guy is just trying. He took an opportunity. No hate to him, but we have literally ran his name.
To the ground. You ain't lying. He got dog each and every way. God damn, Albanese. I try to give him respect, at least call his name every time I say his name. But boy, they got I be sneezing, amnesia. I thought this boy got a million and one names, more popular than he ever been, for the wrong reason.
Exactly.
God damn.
Exactly. And I feel bad for him. I was like, damn, he just all he did was take an opportunity, and his name is being called every other type of way. And yet we haven't really called Bud anything, right?
Shit,
I'm not saying we should, but I'm saying like
shit.
he's only the opponent. He's not the person who called the fight.
Bud got a million names. My boy say Bud, mind, body, and soul has left the building. He ain't coming back. Shameful. I appreciate that, my brother. Now, Bud, he's still back, man. He fit beat the shot of the dude. We'll see what happened after that. It's just, I don't know, man. I don't know. It just every time he opened his mouth like he dig his grave deeper and deeper, and he exposed some more shit that he said didn't
Oh,
happen, and it showed that it
oh,
does.
that's okay. Can you guys enlighten me because I heard did he go live again or was there a press conference that I missed this week or something?
He did another interview with the Zone with Ak and Barack, who was scared to ask the real questions. But he did a little interview with the Zone, and he talked about he dog. They say Mikey Garcia was a build up fight for Errol Spence, and they just used him to get Earl ahead. He talked about he been talking to this. I mean BLK around June or July, but a little earlier than that. He been getting blamed for him and Earl not fight for 2 years now. He was saying a lot of shit that wasn't making sense, and that fighters was ducking David Albanesian. Like the boy was saying a lot of shit, Reggie, that wouldn't make sense at all.
They were saying that people were ducking David Avenation.
He say, why you think certain fighters didn't want to fight him? They say, oh, what fighters? Oh, I ain't gonna say their names, but they know who they are. Oh,
Again.
Bud just need to stay his ass out of these interviews and just go on train and knock them dude out.
Well, I mean, the
And
thing
stuff.
is that we want to hear from them for sure, right? But at the same time, it's like you have to have some credibility in the things that you're saying, and it's almost like I feel like social media is such it's a blessing. It's also a poison if you don't know how to use it correctly. And if he's not prepped for these interviews, then he's bound to say something that is sideways
Mm-hmm. It's a
every
gift
single
and a
time.
curse. And people wait, and people wait. People just wait. They don't give a fuck how much good shit you say. So
What did he say about Spence?
um, what did he say about Spence? He said,
Hey. No, go ahead, buddy.
that's you, Chachi. Does YB? Now he said that, what did he say that, that he told Spence lying about asking him about the 50. I mean, sorry, about where the money was coming from for us it's like a 22-minute interview for us the transparency and who was the 50-50 was. And his mission is still a fighter on Spence, but he don't know. He'll see. Will BLK Prime be part of this? The negotiations now. He said we don't know, and he didn't really get too deep. He didn't really want to say too much, but the shit he was talking about, the business side of it, and him wanting to make the fight happen, and him getting blamed, and a lot of shit that wasn't adding up.
I mean, I heard that from what he said. Well, what he said was that he told Spence that there was investors that wanted to invest, and then he said who, and then he wouldn't tell him. I mean, honestly, I'm not sitting down for dinner or coffee with someone that I don't know who's across the table from me
Mm-hmm.
because there's cameras. TMZ is running rampant. But I don't want to be caught in a situation where I don't know this questionable character and I'm caught talking with him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's kind of weird to me. Like, and Donito and I were talking. I was like, listen, I might get one investor at 25 million, but to say that there was, oh no, sorry, two investors at 25 million per person, right? So Bud and Spence, right? That
Mm-hmm.
they were both wanting to invest. That kind of money that's running around right now, like there's only so many that you can count on one hand. And for them all to be invested into this fight, I feel is few to none.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like you're not talking about like, hey, like this guy wants to invest $100 or 100,000 or even million. You're talking about $50 million, two
50.
investors.
Yeah.
You're telling me in the economy right now, where the stock market is actually upside down, crypto went upside down, and all this, and you're telling me that there's two people that want to invest 50 million?
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little skeptical because I'm watching like the economy.
Mm-hmm. And then you don't tell them who the investors are. You don't even want to tell them because you want to sit down at the table and then you'll bring it out. And then he said, if Earl would have, he said, well, Earl would have asked me who were the investors, we'll still be talking right now. Which didn't make no sense to me. Like, what do you mean if he'd have asked you who was the investors, y'all would still be talking right now? As if, okay, if you would have said this, we would have been, the fight. I think with Bud, let's just say he had somebody investing in 50 million. I think he felt some type of way when they told him no. Al said, I'm not letting nobody touch this fight. And why would you put a cap on yourself? I think he felt some type of way because if you're talking to somebody, right? So like if you're doing business, you want to feel like, and then this is first time being free, so he feel like a boss, right? So now he felt like he did something good. So now when you go back and they tell him no, he got to go back and tell them no. Then you don't look like a boss no more. You feel me? And that can fuck with your ego. And I think that kind
Trust
of fuck
trust
with
me,
it.
there's a lot of fucking ego in this sport, and it's YB knows. YB knows all day when he came to the BC convention, there's a lot of ego and no one wants to take direction. But I mean, with these people, and like I said, I feel like there was an omitted part of this story. Like, it's great that you're telling a story, but I feel like there was, you're only telling a half truth because
Right.
you're only giving these conversations. No one's going to give $50 million without wanting something.
Right.
You're not a nonprofit. You're a
Exactly.
for-profit. So they're going to want some type of return on their investment, whether that's the Masters, whether that's the gate, whether that's international rights, I don't know. But you can't come in and say, hey, this guy wants to give me free money. There's no such thing as free money. There's no such thing as a free lunch. If
Fact.
he didn't learn that in Economics 101 in freaking 6th grade, I don't know what to tell you.
And we
Right.
talk about 50 mil.
Unless you grew up in the ghetto, you go to the free lunch
Exactly.
church. I don't know if y'all know about the free lunch church, but you get that motherfucking
We talk
brown.
about 50 million though. 50
Yeah.
million. Come
Yeah,
on.
not $100.
Exactly.
That's
50
what I'm
million.
saying. You think people are just like making it rain? Like, just, hey, anyone that wants it? Like, come on. We're not in Vegas at a strip club where you just write it off. That's not how it works. And then you talk about a hedge fund. A hedge fund is actually responsible fiduciary wise to their investors. They don't just own that money. I can't stand this kind of this thinking that a hedge fund can just spend freely. They have a fiduciary duty to their investors to have a return on their investment. They don't just to get to like throw it away. If the hedge funds were allowed to do that, don't you think that they would have built an LLC on their uncle's side and then just gave money to their own family? That's not how it works.
Right.
And it's so like elementary to me that I'm like, we're really having this conversation right now. You think that there's people that are just throwing money away to a profit, not a nonprofit. I understand nonprofit because also that is a tax write-off. But
Right.
you're telling me that you're going to invest money into a profit and not expect a return.
Hell no. Especially 50 million, like you just for the man, please. They
Yeah.
want the whole fight, they want the gate, they want boy, they want it all.
I went,
Exactly.
and that's why ain't nobody surprised that goddamn Al said, nah.
Yeah.
Are you retarded, son? Who would
Well, wait. So when he said that he told Al they knew him, that like made me like twitch because I'm like, well, if Al knew them, why didn't they call Al? Why would you tell a broker? Which Bud would be a broker in this situation. You would just want to cut him out and be like, hey, let me get on this. I'll invest the money. Give me this much return on my money. At this rate, probably about 6 or 8%. And we're good. I'll invest it. But why would you go through Bud that would know the actual money game behind him, what you're investing and what your return is going to be and blah, 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 blah. But if they knew Al, why wouldn't they call Al?
Exactly. Not one, but two. Not one, but
Two.
Because
Yes, sir.
I'm my own boss. Man, get out of here.
that's just what it comes down to, man. Like I say, inside that ring, it's gonna be a hell of a fight. But outside that ring, that boy's far behind, and it's that's the only thing that I got a problem with. And that's the only thing I always talk about is the business outside the ring with Turnbull Crawford. I already know what he can do inside the ring. I give him all that credit. I tell people that all the time, bro. I'm not talking about inside the ring. Oh man, he gonna knock him out. If you got him knocking him out, that's your pick. You can pick what you want to pick to the bell go ding ding. We see what the fuck happened. But we gotta figure out how to get their ass inside the ring, and you gotta get business done first for anything. So it's like when you
Yeah.
look at that situation, man. That's why I be like, God damn, you be like talking to a brick wall with some of these people.
Yes, and I think YB is one of those hedge funds because he be traveling all over to these conventions. He's stressed.
Hey, I'm hedge fund up. You too. You know what I'm saying? I said,
You too. You too.
I'm hedge fund up. You give me somebody investing. Hey, now I just got one more thing to say about that crazy stuff. You know what I mean? If now Al also said, why would like John Z saying, why would you put a cap on it? Why would you put a cap on it? But at the same time, Bud didn't even care about the back end because Errol Spence say, what's up with the back end on the 25 mil? And he was like, what back end? Hey,
What are
Hey,
you talking
John. He
about?
said back end.
What are you
What is
talking
that?
about?
He said, what you worry about the back? Like basically, like what you worry about the back end for?
Man, it's high risk, high reward for them. Motherfucker, high risk, high reward for them. You niggas get in
No,
there
and that's why like me and YB have talked about this. Like I was like, listen, like I'm not gonna knock Bud for not understanding because he's new, right? Like you're new into this kind of space. It's literally like you think like all they do is put people in front of you and it's a dog world for you. It's even more of a dog world in the business. And I positioned Onino so many times where I'm like, he's like, well, so what's my cut on this? And I'm like, nah, we ain't gonna ask for that. We're gonna ask for equity in the company. And it's not an upfront pay, right? But we're looking at longevity. We're looking on the payout. We're looking at when they go public and how much stock. We're looking at when that artist went into the Facebook headquarters and they didn't have the money to pay for him to do a mural. And he said he wanted a stock in Facebook and they went public and he became an instant millionaire.
Ah, shit.
But he doesn't understand that game. Like it takes a different game to really step out of instant gratification and look at, okay, where am I planting my seeds? Where can they grow? And he didn't understand that. And for me, I can't fault him because he literally, if we look at it, was always on the top rank.
Yeah.
Well, he need to
Right.
drop Omac fat ass and them lawyers and get Rachel.
Hey, he was bragging on that team he got. He was bragging on
Yeah, I got a strong
Hey,
team.
him. He was bragging on him.
But
low key
look,
top rank by the Florida. Oh, go ahead, my bad, big boy.
no, he got what, like when he said that, right? He said I got a strong team. Errol Spence said you do, and we gave you everything you asked for. And he say, "Oh, y'all wanted to do that when I start making moves and I got the shaking and baking." Motherfucker, this is negotiation, bro.
Hey, Monty, he talking like
That
Booby
boy was
Miles on
shaking and
Friday
baking
night.
through the door.
Yeah,
Hey, let me spin, coach. Put Booby in.
what,
Hey,
let
he sound
me
like,
see. Real.
hey, that motherfucker talking like Booby Miles. What's that? I started shaking and baking.
I start
Guy,
shaking
he
and
Yeah.
baking. You feel me? Like, man, come on,
said,
bro.
he said, when did y'all agree? Oh shit, boy, that shit is a soap opera.
Yeah.
No, and
Soft.
I think like that's the problem is his team around him, they fucking love social media. Like I literally can't, like if I was to be honest, I can't stand the new age of people that are like, hey, so I'm gonna talk on something I have absolutely no clue. We have his sister saying, and then his nephew saying something, and then Bernie the boxer saying something, and all these people reflect on you. Like that bullshit that he was saying about Spence and Heyman's sexuality. Like, come on,
Yeah.
what are
Exactly.
you, high school?
Yeah.
Exactly. And then the nephew speaking out, like, I'll be talking to both of that. The nephew speak out, he say some shit that wasn't true. That's why I said he told his ass shut up and dribble that basketball. You don't speak no more, boy. Blue said fuck what the nephew talking about. I say, damn. He say fuck what the nephew talking about. I'm telling you what the lawyer told me. The nephew don't
Man.
know shit. And he talking about over there facts. Facts. He got more than what they talking about. You can believe that. I'm like, man, listen. That's why I put everything on blast. I'm not saying this. This is nephew. This is homeboy. He gave him permission to speak for him. Then when he talked, they got the motherfucking notepads out for him, ripping paper, scripping paper. You know what I mean? Trying to make him remember certain shit that he can't remember. The boy can't remember BLK
The-
Prime. Like, it's
yeah.
just a man.
Yeah. A lot of it is fan before logic.
But like I say, Rachel, listen, with me, I'm not mad at him for going to get his money. I'm not gonna knock no fighter, no man. I understand the game. I understand how hard it is. I just don't like the way he went about it. That's my whole thing. Just stand on principle as a man. Like just give them a heads up that you're going that way instead of leaving these people on the sideline for that 14 days, that 2 weeks, because a lot could have got done in that 14 days. But if you had it in your head, I talked to Errol Spence. Errol said, man, Monty, man, he been had that in his back pocket. He been was gonna take that fight. All he wanted was, what do you say, YB? All I wanted was like just tell my team the truth, right? And don't waste my time. Am I lying, YB?
Nah, you ain't lying. You heard.
John
Hey,
G, I showed
you
you
ain't
in
yeah, you ain't
YB.
lying.
So, yeah, all the man said was, listen, Errol said, I'm not mad at him. That's if he go get an easy 10, go get the 10. But all you had to do was be real with my team. and then don't waste my time. Like you wasting our time over here holding up, like you said, Rachel, you holding up not just Errol Spence, but standing owners and everybody else that's behind them that wait for y'all to make a move. That way they can start making moves on who they go fight, whether they gonna be on the undercard or get my step aside money or however shit go play out. You know what I mean? It's like, bro, you hold all that shit up, then you get your little shit and you run over there and now you like nah, sticking your tongue out. Oh, what y'all go do? Oh, I'm my own boss. I can do this. You can't like, come on, bro, with that kitty ass
No,
shit. Like,
that's exactly like, listen, if he had a timetable that he didn't communicate, where he said he needed to be in the ring, where we saw him just sit out for the most of the freaking 2022 anyway.
mm-hmm.
Um,
Facts.
he
Facts,
could
right?
have said, like, and I've said this, I don't think like I didn't say with Inoue's team, like they're like April, May, no wait, March, April, May, June, and I'm like, all right, we're not gonna keep messing around. I was like, no need to fight in December. So what is it? I was like, you have until this date, and I'm about to start to look for another opponent.
Right, right.
Like that's it. It's clear as day. Like we're looking, and if you're looking, like you tell me. But I'm telling you right now, like I'm not gonna hold my breath if you're gonna keep moving this. And it's out of respect. I feel like there's too much backhanded deals, and then they come back and be like, oh, so by the way, can I fight this guy under your promotion and that guy? No, motherfucker, Spence was my favorite child. You fucked him. You ain't gonna get a shot at any of my other kids.
Facts. Facts. Now I gotta listen to him. Like that's a fact, and that's all I was saying. Like this is the
Yeah.
hottest commodity over here on the PBC side. This is the hottest man that you can fight over in our stable, right? And not only we know that, but not Spence, but the fight is telling you. The motherfuckers you trying to fight, oh nah, nigga, if you don't fight Spence, then get the fuck on. Like you got to deal with my people. You talking about Charlo, who's a stablemate, not only a friend, a stablemate that's telling you, nah, I'm not gonna step on his toes, right? That's his money. Y'all to become the biggest fight in boxing. Like, go do something different. I already got a fight set up. But y'all just talk about this, that, and all this unnecessary shit instead of going after history fight. Because that shit was gonna do something big for boxing. That shit was gonna do something big for boxing, and that's why I'm so pissed off about the situation. Because just like
No,
them fight, and
it's
we was happy as fuck. If we'd seen them boys fight, we would have been happy as hell on whatever Saturday that they was gonna fight.
no, I completely agree. I feel like, again, I think the next time around they're gonna be like, all right, well, put some earnest money that you're really in this talks because you freaking like you pulled everyone's chain, right? And these guys like Stanionis and Boots and all these guys, they put their time aside and they only get paid if the step aside goes through. So you negotiated with them in getting a purse or a step aside fee that they're not going to be privy to anymore because the fight fell through. So for me, next time you come for my favorite son, you're going to have to pay some earnest money because I have to pay these other people to get in line and to make sure that they're all okay to not challenge the fight that's about to happen. But if you renege, you're having to pay for all these people that wasted their time on you.
Facts.
And honestly, at this point, I would put him on a freaking non-disclosure, non-compete. Like we're gonna negotiate. All right, bud. Here's your your non-disclosure, non-compete, which means you can't go negotiate a fight until this certain date. Give it to I don't know, 60 days, 30 days. I don't care. But you're exclusively negotiating with us at this point. And if we find you're doing a backhand deal, then we're suing your ass
Right.
because you're wasting our time. That's how we do it in business. This is business 101, and I deal with business like my career outside of boxing is this. You don't get to like play both sides.
That's right. And I like that too. Man, Riggin now half blind, Terry Smooth Jr. That ain't gonna never happen, bro. Do your research on what happened to Riggin
Hey,
now.
hey, Rach, I want to ask y'all if a new way vacate them belts. I know my man's going after one.
So so what happened at the WBC is that I bumped Nonito from the 4 to the 2 position. I was going for Jason Maloney's neck. on the number one position, and they agreed during the ratings that they were going to fight Nonito for the vacant. When it came to the mandatory, they tried to make him the email champ, and the WBC mandated that they have to fight for the vacant belt.
Okay.
So when Inoue decides, I don't know if he'll decide on December 13th in the ring or later, right? Then they can't duck out of that situation because the WBC already stated on 2 occasions, the rating and the mandatory, that Nonito and Jason Maloney have to fight for a vacant title.
I like that, man. Yeah, we was hearing you was saying something, but it was breaking up though. So I like that. Yeah, Nonito versus Jason Malone. We riding Nonito all the way. Go ahead
So
and whip that.
do y'all
that-
stay there? If y'all get the belt, do you stay there?
The thing is that we like to position Nonito for a certain type of option. So what we also we made sure that the Chocolatito Estrada fight on December 3rd is allowed a voluntary defense. So Andrew Maloney was positioning himself to basically push the mandatory right after that fight to fight the winner. And the day before in the ratings, Mauricio told Matchroom that the winner of that fight has the option of who to fight next. But during the mandatory, they were trying to push it down their throats. So we had to remind them, because all these people apparently have short-term memory, that you don't get to mandate anything. They get to choose. And if they get to choose and we're in the running for that choosing, then Nonito has that option. So he blocked them on both sides, and O'Neal has the option on both sides to be able to fight whichever comes first at this point.
Okay.
That's badass though. Nonito kicking ass in the ring, you kicking ass out the ring.
Hey, John G, the convention was fire, bro. Like when they got up there and did that, it's a lot of drama in those meetings, bro. Like, well, the mandatories, like Alicia Baumgardner represented Tony Harrison
Oh, that's
for
live.
Tony Harrison versus Fundora fight. She's like,
That's
I would
live.
like to. She's like, I'm here representing my trainer. I would like him to fight. I would like Tony to petition for Tony to fight Fundora. That was crazy, bro. I didn't see that
No,
coming.
but okay, so YB, like you have to give the background. The thing is that Samson Lukowitz was petitioning that his fighter gets to be elevated to the mandatory position
Oh, for
because
Charlo,
Tony,
right?
yes, and Tony Weeks was not available according to Samson. And Alicia stood up and came right behind and stated her case and said, Tony can't be here, but we are willing, ready, and able to fight him for the final eliminator. You can't come here and say he's not responding, he's not available. I'm going to speak on his behalf. We're ready. And so because she was able to stand up for Tony, she blocked him from that position to just, be given or elevated to that position without contest.
Okay,
Right. Oh yeah, that shit real. Motherfuckers going there bidding and shit. That motherfucker like, yeah, show up to WBC. You want your position, bring your ass.
Hey, big bro, that's exactly how kind of what it was, Monty B. Like,
Yeah, I see.
I
State
didn't,
the case.
I didn't know how political boxing, because like we be throwing that word around like everybody's ducking, and I see how easy it is for somebody like Raees Salim. I feel like he's deserving of a shot. He got to fight in a tournament, bro. He has a semifinal to fight for you know what I mean? Like if
that's
Fulton moves up, because Fulton's fighting Figueroa
yeah.
at 126, a rematch with him. But Raees Salim is not getting his shot even after he beat Mike Plania. They got him fighting, a tournament, like a semifinal to fight in the
No,
final.
they have him fighting Picasso.
Yeah, right. It's a semifinal to fight, right, Rachel?
Yeah, so the semis have to fight, the two have to fight, then the two have to fight again, like the winners of the two, to become mandatory, which is a longer road. And I really believe in Raees. I talked to his manager when he came to the bar after, and I tapped him on the shoulder. I was like, dude, what's up? And he was like, I mean, Mauricio said, are you okay with moving him from 6 to 5 or 4, whatever? And I was like, and you said if that's what you're gonna give me. And I was like, why didn't you fucking say no?
Mm-hmm.
Raiz had better competition. You really had to do your research in who was 2, 3, and 4. And
Right.
that's how you fight for him, because I was ready when Nonito, when I was challenging for the number 1 and Nonito pulled me down and he's like, let it go. I was like, I know what Jason fought. Jason fought a fucking taxi cab driver. Fuck this shit. It wasn't the quality of the. Nonito fought Ubali, who was undefeated. He fought Gabayo, who was undefeated.
Yep.
Right.
Jason fought the guy who 4 fights ago fought a 0-1-0. Come on, it's not the same level of competition.
Right. Right.
So, but you have to know, and you have to be okay with saying, I'm not okay with being second best. I deserve this for my fighter, but I can't. I can't coach managers to do what
Hey,
they're supposed to
hey,
do.
Ray,
Uh,
if you look at it right, he's fought Mike Plania and Pasillas. Way better competition.
Yeah.
Way better competition. He fought guys that because against Pasillas, it was a 50-50 fight on paper. A lot of people thought he might lose, and Plania only lost one time. He was 30
Hmm.
something and one. So he's a really good fighter, Plania. And Raiz beat him 12 rounds to nothing. Shut him out. So it's just for me, I kind of felt like Raiz got skipped over a little bit. I felt like he shouldn't have to have 2 fights before a title shot. It's
yeah,
crazy.
but
No, he completely got shafted, and that's because if your representation isn't strong enough to be like, explain it to me, and here's my bullet points. I need you to review this, blah blah blah, blah, because you're afraid to ruffle feathers. Like, why be you? Well, I don't know if you were there, but when we had the women's panel and I wasn't able to go because they changed up the schedule and I wasn't notified. I talked to a lot of the women and I'm like, did you talk on the 2 and 3 minutes? Did you talk on the transgender boxing? And they're like, well, I don't want to get, you know, blackballed. I don't want my ratings to go down.
Real
And I'm
shit.
like, fuck me. I was like, nah, we shouldn't have men in women's boxing. They've killed people in freaking UFC, well, and in MMA. They're killing people and I'm using killing as a literal, not
uh,
an actual,
right.
sorry, figuratively, not literal. In swimming, in running, in all these things, and they're already running against a brick wall, and now you're going to put another brick wall against them, and but they're afraid to talk. And I was like, what the actual fuck? If there's not someone who can speak on their behalf and is like, hey, if I get in trouble, then I get in trouble, whatever, like give me a slap on the wrist and I'll go home, whatever. And that's what I feel like they did with Raiz, because I'm like, what do you mean? Freaking Mauricio said, like, are you okay? You could have said no. That's
Mhm.
literally when they said to us, like, are you guys okay with being a number 2? I fucking stood up. And Nonito pulled my coat down and he's like, it's okay. He was like, they agreed to fight us. I was like, I don't fucking trust them.
Right. Right. Motherfucker agree to anything to that time come.
Ray, stand.
And then the next day they
Yeah, you
tried to
gotta be
change up.
stand
Yo,
up. I say you
hey,
gotta be
you know what,
stand up.
man? That that
Uh-huh.
that Pitbull and Shakur Stevenson, that was like a matchup I didn't expect to get ordered either.
Yeah.
Um,
Bro,
bro,
I
it
was
was like
I was just about
I
to
knew
ask about
Thurman
that. How
and
that
Spence was gonna happen, but I didn't. I mean, I knew it was gonna get ordered, but just seeing that, I was like, damn, he probably is gonna fight Thurman. Monty, I don't know, I don't know what's gonna happen, but that fight did get ordered. I know he was speaking on it that it was probably gonna happen, in other interviews, but yeah, it's officially like he officially ordered it on the spot. I
No,
was
but
like,
that
damn.
was
It's a
stupid.
good
That
script.
was stupid, YB, because the thing is that when it came to the ratings, Ortiz's people said that they wanted to, because he was number 2, he wanted to fight off with number 1 for a final eliminator. And Mauricio told him, this is not the mandatory meeting. You have to bring it up tomorrow. Did Ortiz have representation when it came to the fucking mandatories? No, dude was fucking gone. So when
Mm.
they said, hey, is anyone going to contest Thurman versus Spence? And Ortiz's person who had talked yesterday didn't show up. No one spoke for Ortiz. We're all just like, well, fuck, I'm not going to go up there. I mean, like, that wasn't my responsibility.
Right.
And so they just allowed it to go. Like, why did you talk the first day and then, like, I don't know, take a vacation, dive off the cliffs of Acapulco and disappear? and not continue your rally for your fighter.
And probably could have won, right? She probably could have won if
And
he'd have
probably
studied
could
us.
have won.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, that's how literally, you know what happened with Top Rank? It was funny to me because I started laughing because what happened with Top Rank is they asked for grace, like a 5-minute grace to make a phone call to make sure that Devin was talking to the Lomachenko camp and that there was active negotiations. He
Uh-huh.
confirmed that. Then he came back. He confirmed it when he came back, but he doubled down and said Shakur is willing to fight anyone and everyone. And on the screen literally is Isaac Cruz's picture. So WB said, anyone? Y'all gonna fight Isaac Cruz. And what are you gonna say at that point? Because you said anyone and everyone.
Goddamn. But I
Shakur,
like the fight.
Shakur
I
was
like the
fighting
fight.
though.
Yeah, he gonna fight.
Yeah.
Like that's a hell of a fight. I like the fight. I feel like, damn, if that's gonna be your first fight at 135, but like he built for it. So you want to go up, you want to fight the champions. That puts you right there in championship competition right off the bat. You coming up 2 division world champion, former unified world champion. You got the skill set. You Shakur Stevenson, the defensive style that you got. Go up in there against Pitbull Cruz, and you really bigger than Pitbull Cruz. But you know Pitbull just got that experience at that motherfucking division, and he a rough and rugged motherfucker. So you know you beat him, you state your case right away.
I agree, Monty, but at the same time, like let's just say like stylistically, he doesn't want to have that fight,
Right.
right? Like
Facts.
as a
That's true
fighter,
too.
there's
Yep,
someone in the top 5 that he could have fought to get to that position.
that's true.
And
Get your
he
feet
would,
wet first.
yeah, so go through the rankings and be like, hey, so Shakur said that he would like to fight this guy and that guy. But when you say whatever you have on the dish, you can have an ugly girl from the strip club and not have a thing because you said anyone that was here.
Right.
You can't argue this now.
They sent
You,
your ass over anything.
Hey,
yeah,
hey, well
you
that sound like something too. Just like when you say you agree to something, but then you don't.
said
Right.
YB.
Oh shit. Right. So you can't complain now. Your ass said anything. That's all we had left for your ass. Not take.
So basically, Rach, you got to be stand up in these meetings. It's either stand up or get ran over.
Yes, it literally is. I mean, YB like saw like there was some times that people were getting heated. They were going. I mean, for the mandatories, I feel like it was more on the heated discussion. It was more us versus Maloney's on the mandatories, but the ratings there was a little bit more heated. I don't know if it was because it was a long day, but Mauricio wasn't having it a lot. Like he was like stop talking, just okay, heard you, like get off the mic, like kind of thing, like um so and it's funny, right? We're listening to stuff as like, hey, so my fighter's ranked number 50, I wanted him to be ranked number 35, and we're like, dude, bro, we're wasting 10 minutes on this, like come on, like like being like prize fighters, we just want to get to the meat, right? But I get it, like you have to work your way up to the rankings. But it's funny. It's funny to hear like all these things, and Sansom, I love him. I think he's funny as shit, and he takes the convention in like a weird type of way, talking about cheap tequila and all this stuff. Because he'll mix up the divisions. He'll be like, "Hey, we're not on 130," and I'm like, "Fucking Samson, dude! Like, pay attention."
Right. That's how I like though. But like you say, motherfucker jump from 50 to 35 to the fighter. Like shit, I moved up. So like you say, you got to start somewhere. But I'm gonna get ready to wrap this up, man. Rachel, it's been an honor. You and Nonito got to come back, and I'm happy that it cleared out at the end because we got a lot of knowledge, and I hope y'all cats paying attention. You feel me?
Yeah.
No, of course. Thank you for having me. I come around and I told him, when we get back, I think maybe we'll go active with our channel again because we haven't really been active. Um, and we'll do a live about, the BC and like kind of a recap of what happened. And then we also have the BA that we're going to. So I think we'll do a recap of that as well. But again, thank you for allowing me to speak my mind and
Always.
unfiltered and it's always fun, YB, you too. It's great. I love talking about boxing. So thank you guys for giving me an opportunity.
Always, and y'all gotta start the channel because now that you jumping up on everybody's panel, everybody want to hear you talk every day. So, and then when you bring Nonito, his crazy ass, you can tell he crazy. So you gotta come back. Y'all gotta come back and give us that.
You just have to. Maybe I should have put a disclaimer on the bottom of my thing. Nonito will grab my phone. Like there are times where I'm like, hey, I'm gonna jump on a panel. He'll grab the headset from my head and then start talking and keep it captured for like 30 minutes. I'm like, hey, I jumped on the panel. You didn't. Give me my freaking headset back. So you kind of have to have the disclaimer that he could jump in at any moment.
Oh yeah. That's what we like. You know it's gonna be real.
Hey, Big Bro is crazy. He's a crazy guy. Like everybody, hey, Monty though, thank you for having me on, man, and it's good. I just talked to Nito and them again, man. I just saw, just talked to him and was just at the airport with him. And, yeah, man, it's crazy. It's crazy, man. Getting them opening up that world to me and seeing the WBC and for seeing how the politics work though. But Monty, like every day you cook on this and you continue to put the pressure on because we need big fights, man. And I think that's the name of the game. And you doing that and John G, you my brother, man. It was just great getting back and talking to y'all, and also just excitement for what happened at the WBC because I had never seen nothing like it. My first time experiencing that, but yeah, Rachel and them are so real, and they took me around and introduced me to everybody, like your boy Richard Schaefer, Monty. First time meeting him, just stuff like that. And this boxing is crazy, but when the fights, like big fights are made, like Caleb Plant, Benavidez, like it's gonna happen in March, or Shakur Pitbull, or what I also heard is that Lomachenko and Devin Haney is definitely a go.
Yeah,
definitely a go. So people were asking if that's gonna happen. It's for sure gonna happen. So it's just a lot of different things, man. That boxing is heating up. Nito gonna beat up on Maloney. ASAP, like he's gonna beat Malone. And the crazy part is, John G, boxing is so small that Nito and John G on the first night that I got there, they was around each other, right there, talking to each other the whole night, like friends before. And then the fight get ordered, and now he still say what's up, but the team that was chilling with them and chilling with us, they ain't chill with us no more.
It was on go.
As soon as the fight got ordered, it's no more buddy. Like the manager, the people that were representing him, Jason was still cool, but everybody else, you could start seeing. Like as soon as you in the same weight division, y'all buddy. But now the fight happened. Now it's now Rachel and them put the pressure on him. Now he got to fight. Oh, now it's no more. We oh man, how you doing, Nito? You've been such a great champion and all that, and none of that. So you just see how it is, bro. You see how it is, Monty, to see that shit in person, like all these fighters, actually, being cool with each other, yeah, bro. And then you see when they about to get ordered, it's different.
Hey, YB though, I was transparent as shit from day one. I told Jason I was coming for his throat. Right? Like there was, I wasn't like playing for shit. I'm like, listen, dude, like sorry, but not sorry. You're standing in my way.
Hey, man, Jason from Australia, they like Nonito's gonna kick his ass, mate.
They must have Rachel was bullshit. That motherfucker got ordered.
Facts.
Yeah,
hey, bro. And I know Mauricio Suleiman, Monty B, he got an award for everything. I like to give my dog this WBC protection trophy. Like, bro, I swear to God, bro, I've never seen so many awards in my life, bro. Everybody got award. I would like to give
participation.
YB, shut the fuck up! I gave you my WBC belt.
Hey, I got a WBC belt too. That's just.
I gave you mine. You know what? You stupid. You didn't even have us autograph it. You're so dumb.
Because I see y'all all the time. Like it's not like I'm not gonna see you.
You ain't gonna pack that belt around though, with you.
Oh no, I'm gonna be like Alicia Bumgarner. I'm wearing it on set. Hey, remember Monty on when she was broadcasting, she had a belt on. She ain't take it off.
Exactly. Michaela told her, "Why you got the fucking IBO belt? It's not even on the line." She talks so shit. Should I bring my fucking medal from 2016?
Why we gonna be doing interviews strapped up with the belt?
Hey, I'm gonna be asking people questions with my WBC. I'm gonna be interviewing like Monty B and them. with my WBC on my shoulder. Like I did. Oh, bro, just being around them, people was asking me for selfies, money. Bro, the shit was insane. Like I'm
Yeah,
around real
YB. What weight division do you fight?
175. 175.
They fucking thought that he was a fighter. I was like,
Hey,
oh my god.
Rachel down there, like, where YB at? He back there taking a picture.
YB over there,
Exactly. He's like over
Holding
there
up Bill.
posing. He's over there posing with all the promoters, and I'm like, damn, okay.
YB, I'm trying to get taken from 50 to 25 around this motherfucker.
Hey, money. They asked me how many fights and so on. So the girl, bro, they was like, I told her, I said no, and she's telling me in Spanish. I said no soy no soy boxer. No, she's like, I still want selfie. I want selfie. I was like, bro, just being around Nonito, fam. That shit was crazy. I was getting pictures and shit. I signed the glove. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna sign me a glove. Fuck.
You stupid. Whose glove did you sign? You're so fucking stupid. But did you put YouTube champion? Like what the fuck?
I put YouTube Emeritus champion because I ain't even dropped the video in 2 weeks, but I'm Emeritus champion. I like to put YB in the Emeritus champion rankings. I'd like to give him a WBC YouTube title for my good friend montray-brown. That's what Mauricio be talking, bro. Monty, hey Monty, you gonna get an award, bro. He gonna drop you an award for YouTube.
Nah, I met him at the after the Spence fight when he fought Ugas and shit. I got his card. That boy thinking,
hey, you caught Bonnie. Do he talk like that for real?
Yeah. I'm like, Mauricio, how you doing? Oh my god, thank you so much. Take my card and make sure you call me. I said, I'm gonna call you. Don't worry, I'm gonna call you. It's all right.
Yeah, YB had to work a little bit. He had to work a little bit. Like I introduced him to some promoters, and then he's like, "Hey, I want to go to that fight and like cover for YouTube."
Yeah,
I threw him under the bus, and he was like, "Oh, the credentials." And so I was like, "Bro, I want to introduce you. I'm not your manager. You don't pay me, so I mean, you gotta have to do homework on your own."
You're right.
Hey, yeah, bro.
It's like Al Heyman did, Bud.
Hey, Ray gave me no guarantee.
Right. Yeah, right.
She had me working off the net, bro. I said, damn. I said, man, shit, I got guarantee money. I ain't like Bud, so I took the contract. I had to take what I had to get. Yeah. I had to roll with net revenue, big money. But yeah, man, thank you for the show, bro. My bad for keeping you on so late, bro. Just got home, bro, and glad to be on the show. Glad to talk about Bud Light Crawford. All day, every day, because we got some people on here that make excuses for Bud Light, but I don't want to say no names.
Oh, Monty, can I say one thing? No, he's asleep. Okay. Yeah, can I say happy anniversary to Nonito, even though he's passed the fuck out? It's our 11th. So we got married in the Catholic Church. We were married in the civilly 888, but we got married in the Catholic Church 11/11/11, and today is now our 11-year anniversary of 11/11/11.
Salute to you and Nonito.
Angel numbers, Rach.
Yeah,
happy anniversary to God, and I'm happy to bring it in with us on our channel.
Hey, yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
No doubt.
Y'all make a good couple.
Good. I mean, sometimes.
Hey, I see. Hey, I see why Nonito told that girl, "Hey, man, I'm talking to this girl named Rach. You out of there, respectfully."
Like man, like you should have seen him at the YB saw him at the freaking closing, and he was all over the place. He came in with a full suit with a vest and a tie. Eventually, the suit, the jacket came off. Then the tie came off. Then the shirt came off. Then he only had a vest on. I was like, "Are you gonna take off your pants and just be in your underwear soon? Like, what the fuck is going on?"
Hey, John G, you gotta, bro. I'm gonna send you that video of him, Monty. That video of him doing a face off with Fondora, bro. That shit was classic. Fondora, he stepped up on the chair to like be head to head with it. Yeah, he was faced off with Fondora.
Oh yeah, I gotta see that, man. That's good.
8-foot ass. Nonito had to stack a couple chairs to climb up there.
Hey, Monty. Mauricio missed the mandatories. And he was like, well, I know he's not here because everybody would know when he's here. Yeah, he said, I know Mr. Fondora's not here because everybody can notice him.
Yeah, the tallest motherfucker in the room.
Yeah, man, but I'm fit to go and get out of here too, man.
Give us a John G.
Man, shout out to Rach. Glad you jumped on the channel. It's always live. just getting the wisdom of you and your husband in the boxing game, which I done been through. I done heard people argue with you about the the business side of boxing, which was dumb. They don't even know nothing about boxing, and you come around and try to teach them or educate them, they still want to argue with you, arguing with a stop sign. But congratulations again to your anniversary, Monty B. Man, keep up the good work, YB. Salute. I see you keep grinding and grinding and grinding, bro. It's all paying off. But yeah, man, just shout out to everybody. Y'all hit that like button, and once again, just keep doing what y'all doing.
No doubt, bro. I appreciate you, my boy.
Thank you
Uh,
so much. Again, like, so you guys, like, yeah, again, Money, thank you so much for having us here. And my other child, YB, make sure you guys hit that like, subscribe, notification button, and support the channel. You guys, like, make sure that you guys are always supporting the channel. Monty, like, make sure that you hit me on IG, and we'll schedule something when Nonito is not so hoarse and exhausted, and let's schedule something. Let's talk boxing.
I got you. I got you. I appreciate you, Rach. And y'all enjoy. Y'all enjoy yourself.
Hey, happy
Thank you,
anniversary,
sir.
Rich. Much love to
Thank
you.
you. Bye, John.
Love y'all.
All right.
Hey, Monty, love your big bro. Appreciate
Man,
you for all
all
the shit you
love,
be doing
man,
for me,
man.
big
I'm gonna
bro.
say this,
You
bro.
know it's all love, bro. From
Man,
Houston to St. Louis, champ. You my
always.
guy, bro. You my
I'm
guy,
happy
bro.
you got that experience though, bro. Like those type of things right there, bro, just show you like what boxing is. Like I told you, bro, when I went to Dallas, bro, and I went into that room, bro. I'm talking about the love you get, bro, and it's just like you see the gratification of like the hard work you put in. It make you just want to go hard. That's why I say I don't knock nobody that really get on the grind, even though I talk a lot of shit about a lot of people. One thing I'm
Yeah.
gonna respect is the grind. I never knock nobody grind. You feel me? I never knock nobody grind. If you do what you do, if I'm cussing your ass out, I'm gonna say you do what you do well. I don't give a damn about whatever it is. You feel me? But because this shit ain't easy, bro. Make your name from the bottom up, and then you building something like starting from scratch. And like I say, boxing is a unique sport because you can't do this in every other sport. You can't do this shit in basketball, football, and you know what I'm saying. You ain't gonna be able to get in those little in crowds like that. But if you know how to talk this boxing shit, coming from the streets, man, you can make something of yourself. You feel me? You can make a couple dollars, and if you're being real and trill, then you can make a career out of this shit. So it's just up to you how far you want to take it, what you know, how you speak it. A lot of motherfuckers might be hating on your grind and what you're doing, but it ain't for them to know. You feel me? Everybody will get to what they get to on their own. And if you got that work ethic, it doesn't matter what a motherfucker say, bro. You gonna put yourself in some type of position. It's just up to you to take advantage of it. You know what I'm saying? And that's how that shit go.
Hey, God bless, big bro. And I feel the same about you, bro. You really are the truth. You're logical, bro. You're intelligent, and you know this shit like the back of your hand. And even though you rock with Spence so hard, bro, you still say it's a 50-50 fight. So people that dismiss that because of you riding for Spence, or because you telling the truth and how you feel, but you also, anytime you mention the fight, you still keep it down the middle where you also say, bro, I don't mind your pick. I don't mind your pick. You just want people to keep it a buck on
Right.
something on this, bro. When it's clearly wrong, bro, it don't matter who it is. It's just wrong. That's what it is, bro. Thank you, Monty B. I'm gonna hit you up, bro. I'm about to text you right now, bro. So get back to me when you can, and I'm hopping.
All right, my bro. You have a good one.
Yeah, you too.
All right. I appreciate everybody for rocking out with me, man, for this 3 hours. It's all love. My big bro, Mega, always coming through, holding me down, my bodyguard, man. To everybody else that was in here that show love, I appreciate y'all. We got some knowledge. We stuck it out with Rachel and Donito because I knew they was going to get some type of game. And it always happened when it's supposed to happen. It cleared up, and we got a lot of knowledge up out of there, man. We got to be thankful for that. So I appreciate everybody for rocking with me. I'm tired as hell. You feel me? Your boy about to eat a little ice cream, and then I'm gonna pass my eyes out. But I appreciate everybody for showing love, man. We will be back tomorrow. Y'all keep your heads up, stay safe out there, and until the next time.